Hi. Okay. Might as well get started, see if we can get through a lot of this. I've been having the weirdest technical problem just now, actually. Like, Google didn't let me, like, I was on YouTube, ready to start the stream. I start streaming, and it must recognize that I start my OBS stream, because you have to wait for it to say, like, go live. And, like, it showed, instead of saying, like, go live, it showed me a pop-up saying, oh, we need to verify your account. And I was like, what? I'm logged in. I'm always logged in. Do you want me to log in again? So it asked my password again. I'm like, okay, maybe it just like timed out or something. So I go and I click to log in again and I type in the password and it's all good. And then it says, we want to verify it's you by using like your phone. So like if you could like go onto your phone, and I go on my phone and it automatically is saying the verification thing because it's an Android phone. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. So then I do that and it's like, oh, turn your Bluetooth on. I'm like, fine, I guess it's going to use Bluetooth. And then it tells me, keep the Bluetooth on the whole time and you'll never have to verify your identity again. I'm like, excuse me, what? Like, I can't leave my Bluetooth on the whole time. It takes my battery power. I don't even leave Bluetooth on for like certain other apps that I'm supposed to be using. Like, I can't be bothered. So I guess I'm leaving the Bluetooth on, at least for the length of this stream, because I don't want the stream to die if I don't have my Bluetooth on my phone on. I don't get it. It is very sus. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, so I hope everything got set up properly, because my VC face was also having a problem. So I hope that problem has resolved itself, and my scene's not gonna look weird. Actually, I'm gonna start some music first. And I'm gonna actually, like, check the volume level, because no one ever tells me if the music is loud. Like this music is kind of loud, I don't know. I want it, like, maybe, like, you know, maybe, like, here. It's probably okay. I can't hear it, I'm just looking at the levels. I think, yeah, that's probably a bit better. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll fix it afterwards if I have time. It'll be fixed for next stream, I think. Okay. So I gotta actually do a little complicated maneuver. Because of this, I'm a little bit behind. So I gotta get my second monitor set up properly. Like, the chat's always on the wrong side for me. Oh, if I look over here, it means I'm looking at the stream health, or the chat, or my OBS color warning. Or just changing scenes, like, no. So I think it's this one. Yeah, okay, let's go! Okay. I gotta figure out. I normally put it like here. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, so basically, I realized we're basically at the bad anime now. Or anything that I thought wasn't good enough, because the way that I rate things, I don't know, I feel like all my ratings skew high. Which basically is like, so anything that's like under 7, like 6 means it's like barely passable. So, you know, we'll see how these rest of these go. And you can see some of them are yellow instead of blue, and the yellow means that it's on hold. So a lot of these shows, it's like, yeah, I started watching them, I never finished them, but I'll get around to it someday, right? If you see any that are red, it means I'm not planning on finishing. We are trying to hydrate, I just woke up. I don't know why I find it so hard to wake up at 10 a.m. to stream at 11. It shouldn't be that hard. But okay. Oh man, okay. We're starting off potentially a little controversial. So Neon Genesis Evangelion, the end of Evangelion. I gave it a 6. Is that too harsh? Is that too harsh? Yeah, I'm gonna make this full screen. So there's not some weird bar on it. How do I do that? I'm a genius. Okay. But yeah, so end of Evangelion. Now for a refresher, actually, I'm gonna look for, I already looked for end of Evangelion. Then this is where we left off. I gave Evangelion a 9. I gave end of Evangelion a 6. Yeah, the first 5 minutes definitely take away from the overall enjoyment of the film. And the reason why I don't like it is gonna sound stupid. It's I don't care about how I don't care about how Evangelion ends. So the end of Evangelion just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I actually genuinely liked the ending of the TV series where they just did whatever. Like, they just put all this philosophy in. Because I couldn't figure out what was happening about everything, so I love the idea that we can just, like, throw it away. We can just throw it away and just focus on, like, the underlying plot line of, like, what's going on in Shinji's brain. Because I had a lot of questions about what's going on in Shinji's brain. I think we all did. So it was kind of nice to find out what happened there. My favorite part of the anime was actually just the last 30 seconds when they play the theme song and everyone's standing on, like, I think they're standing on, like, the globe and they're all congratulating him. It's the best part. Both because it's funny and because I like how abruptly it ends. So should I keep it at 6 or put it to 7? I really don't want to watch it again though, and I think that's one of the main metrics that puts something into a 6, is that I just don't want to watch it again. So maybe I'll keep it there. Even if Evangelion explains what happens, I still don't get it. Like, I don't know, when I watched Evangelion, I had June explain everything to me. Because I did not know what happened. So I'm gonna keep it at 6. And, you know, fight me. Debate me in the comments. But I don't. You know what? People are gonna find this VOD. I know most of the people that are watching my stuff are watching VODs. And people are gonna find this VOD. They're gonna watch the first couple minutes. They're gonna see me shit on Evangelion, and they're just gonna click away. They're never gonna watch another thing I put out. And you know what? If you feel that strongly about Evangelion, it's better that way. Next one's Chobits. Now, I watched Chobits. Well, okay, I was gonna say it for one reason, maybe 2 reasons. The first reason that's less important is that it was a really popular anime back in the day, and everyone watched it, and it's so influential, and everyone knows the opening, and that's one thing. I can show you why I watched this anime. It's in the voice cast. Because why wouldn't it be? I watched it because of this. I can't highlight with my tablet, so I can't. Maybe I can use my mouse real quick. Okay, just the one. I watched it because Crispin Freeman plays the main character. The amount of animes I've seen because Crispin Freeman's in it is actually like 3 or 4. Which is pretty high considering like a lot of his stuff was done in LA and I mostly watch New York dubs. Oh, we're off to a great start. My hand holding my tablet pen is cramping really bad. Is this loading? Or it says wait, but is it really? Okay. So like, but I don't know, man. Chobits? Maybe this is a hot take because everyone likes Chobits, but whenever I was watching something happen, I was like, oh, I saw this in this and this show. Like, everything just felt like a culmination of, like, other shows. And I know that some of the shows came out afterwards. Like, it had some similarities to me to, like, Pet Girl of Sakura So, but, like... And that came out way later, obviously. But it was still kind of like, it's the trope of the girl that doesn't really talk and is kind of confused. So... It's like... I mean, I didn't get very far. I watched 7 episodes out of 26. Which is less than half of it. I do think I'll still finish it one day if I'm feeling like listening to Crispin Freeman talk, but if I want to do that, I can always watch Haruhi Suzumiya. Where he kind of talked a lot more. Kind of had a lot of speaking lines in that. I hope he got paid well. Night Hunters. Okay, Night Hunters is not called Night Hunters. It's called a name that I struggle to know how to pronounce. Let's read the Japanese. Weiss Kreuz. Is that close to the German? Weiss Kreuz? That's my best guess based on the katakana. This anime is... It really is, it's just... I would even say that it's not fine. I might put this in a 5, if not for, yes, again, the voice cast. However, this time is the Japanese voice cast. Because I'm pretty sure this anime is only popular because it was created by... And where is... Did they not... Director. Where's the creator, guys? Like, it's probably in more staff. This show is famously created... Original creator, Koyasu Takehito. Which is, yes, the very famous voice actor. And so, he also, of course, plays a lead character. He's a very popular seiyuu, we also got... What's his first name, last name? Okay, we also got, like, Yukihiro, very famous. Miki Shinichiro, of course. Seiki Tomokazu, of course. Mizurikawa Hikaru, of course. Like, Okiya Ryotaro, of course. All these voice actors are extremely popular, especially when this came out in, like, 1998. It was, like, the top of their game. And I tried watching it, like, 3 times, and I only got up to, like, about 10 episodes each time. And it was not interesting to me. But the art is beautiful, it's very 90s, but I like that. The voice cast is wonderful, it's very 90s, but I like that. There's also a dub, which is where it gets the name Night Hunters from, and that dub is very hard to find. And I want to watch the dub now, as crazy as that sounds, because 1, it's easier to push through a show if I don't have to read it. And 2, is that the dub is from New York, I think, but it's a bit more obscure. And the 2nd season is very easy to find. I can't pronounce that either. So everyone can just read this for themselves. The sequel. It is, the sequel has Dan Green in it, actually. So I'm surprised this isn't on my plan to watch this already. Hold up 1 second. So I'm just doing a Dan Green check. There he is! Where's Dan Green check? He plays a character that existed in the 1st season too, it's just, he took over, I guess? I was thinking maybe June should watch the dub with me sometime, because I think it has Mark DeRison? DeRison? I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know if dub information will even be on this, it's pretty hard to come by. Okay, there's some. Yeah. This individual here. Plays the Miki Shin character. So maybe check that out! I was thinking about that actor recently too, because he's doing additional voices in the season of JoJo's I'm on. Which is season 1, but part 2. And he sounded very Callan Kessler in some of those lines, I'll tell you, oh my god. I was like, am I playing Duel Links right now? So. Okay, so Night Hunters, I'll get around to that someday. We already talked about why I Dream of Mimi Butobi CPU is here. That's why it's here. We talked about why Slayer's Premium is here. Mew Mew Power, I don't think we talked about because I don't think it deserves a 6. I know I still haven't finished it. I watched apparently 7 episodes. It might be more than that. But this show is at least a 7. Maybe even an 8? I feel like it's here, but I can't appreciate it. So I'm stuck here. But I wish I could be here. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I really want to like it. I want to like it so bad. I just couldn't bring myself to finish it, but the dub is so funny, too. It's got Scotty Ray, though. Oh my god. I will put it here. I might watch the new Mew Mew Power. The new Tokyo Mew Mew. I'm still waiting to see if they're gonna, like, dub it. Maybe, like, an obscure company will be, like, funding a dub for it or something. And that'd probably be the best. I'd like that very much. Hold up, YouTube's giving me a warning. YouTube says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I'm at like 3,200. So I hope it's okay. I can't see it. But I can't see the stream, but I hope it's okay. Because that's all I can do. The next one, we put Slayer's Prima here for a reason. Did we put Slayer's Return here for a reason? I think so, because I don't remember what happened in Slayer's Return. So it probably deserves maybe even lower. Like 6 is up here just because like Crispin, like it's up here because Crispin Freeman, really. And the fact that they made an OVA with the original, like it's probably great in Japanese. I just never saw it in Japanese, you know? Maybe I should. The Slayer's Return, I probably put it in 6 on stream too. I'm just gonna put it in 5. You know, I want to meet a Slayer's fan who likes the OVAs more than the main series. That sounds like a very rare type of person that I would love to talk to. Because I am a very rare type of person in other ways. Such as the fact that I've seen Detonator Organ. An OVA from, what year? That's it, 1991. I watched it because of the dub, of course. It just being a very obscure... Did they not put information for, like, anyone else? Okay, well, Ted Lewis is there. And whoever this is. I swear this one was, like... That's by Lisa Ortiz. They didn't even credit Lisa Ortiz on here. Shameful. Yeah, I watched that one, like, while I was in high school. Like, in the school library. Like, in the high school. So, that's always fun. Then, this one is like the same cast, same stuff. It's not good though. Like, can I put it in 6? Like, both of them have to go down to like 4. Like, just because I enjoy watching them doesn't mean that they're good. Like, these two, I don't even know the difference between these two. Like, they feel the same to me. It's both about a young man who... It's a young man who is also a robot/alien being. They have like the same soul or something. And like they do stuff with people and I don't remember. I mean, they're fun to watch if you want to like watch a quote-unquote so bad it's good dub. I had a phase where I watched these old OVAs at like 2 in the morning, kind of. So, or in the school library, apparently. Because I just couldn't be bothered to do actual schoolwork. This one's kind of funny. This one of June's favorites. June really talked me into this one. And it's... You can tell the demographic and what year it came out based on this picture alone, but I will say 2006. I think that's pretty evident. It looks like, the art style looks like a shoujo version of like, I don't know, like Bakugan, like what not Yu-Gi-Oh anime am I thinking of that looks like this? If it was like unshoujo, like unshoujo your Save Me Lollipop, and it looks like Bakugan, I think is the one. It looks like Card Fight Vanguard, like it looks like it looks like a not Yu-Gi-Oh show. And I watched all but the last episode, like, and I dropped it. It's a Funimation dub too, though, but I mean, it was done... I'm not gonna get a dub release on this website, am I? But it was done, I guess, relatively early Funimation, maybe before 2010, I think. So, it's okay. I mean, if I really just push... You know what? Here, I'll keep it at 6. But... I'll watch the last episode someday. How's that? Is that a good compromise? Maybe the last episode is the best part and it'll change my perspective forever. Maybe, we'll see. I don't even know where you can, like, stream this. Like, I was wondering, like, maybe we should do a watch-along of just the last episode of Save Me Lollipop. Sometimes last episodes are good without context. But I don't see any information about it on here. Not that I even have a Crunchyroll subscription to begin with, but... yeah. I'll keep it at 6. It'll be better because I'm moving all these random OVAs down to like 5 or 4. Virgin Fleet gets... you know what? Virgin Fleet was more memorable. I think it's because it's newer. Like, it was less dark. Stream it on YouTube? Like, legit? Or like, someone uploaded it? Because I don't know, I don't want it to be sus. Okay, but there's, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can watch it, but... we'll see. Maybe in, like, 5 years. No, I might actually watch it. I'll do my best. That's powerful. That's always surprising to me when I find a YouTube video that, like, obviously violates some copyright law, but it was, like, uploaded, like, 10 years ago and it's still there, and I'm like, how did they manage that? But, like, a regular old, like a genuine content creator with permission from the company to upload it still gets bonked. Like when Selene Totsuki got bonked for using, like, her own song in her stream. You wanna watch Virgin Fleet? No, probably Save Me Lollipop. Ah! Sorry, I almost just dropped my tablet. But Virgin Fleet was one that I got at a thrift store. So I actually own it on VHS. Starring Crispin Freeman as the male lead. Because why not? Of course, the male lead almost had no lines. Actually, this one's kind of funny. It's got a name that makes you think, wait, what the hell is happening? So, Virgin Fleet is the DVD cover. You know what, I'm just gonna read the synopsis. In the pre-World War II era, Nakano Naval Academy Special School for Girls, codenamed the Virgin Fleet. Wait. Is codenamed the Virgin Fleet. These girls are gifted with a special form of power known as the Virgin Energy. With the fear of another, how do you pronounce that, like, Russo-Japanese war imminent, rookie pilot Umino must hone her powers to save Japan from destruction. So basically, if you're a virgin, you have special powers? And you can find crazy stuff on YouTube, and I don't know how they get away with it. Like, YouTube is so strict about its rules and everyone complains about it, but then there's, like, some random nobody. We are the Virgin Fleet. I'd be down for that. Discord group name. But, yeah, did I change the rating for this one already? Because I'll give it, like, a 5 if I haven't. Okay, I did. Yeah. I think 5 is okay. Because I actually remember what happened in it, and it's kind of funny. I think they should have played it up for being ridiculous more. It wasn't, like, super... like, oh my god, this is crazy. It was more like they played it so straight that it didn't even stand out. So, I don't know. Okay, I put Emma, A Victorian Romance Season 2 at 6 out of 10. Where did I put Season 1? At 8. 8. Okay. 8 and 6 it doesn't seem like a big gap. It's only a gap of 2, but it feels big when you realize 6 is some of my lowest rated stuff. I really don't have much under 6. But you know what? It can belong there because it made me even more angry. Like, I don't know, Season 1 had like a bit of miscommunication, especially at the end, but it largely wasn't, like, it was still, everything was kind of okay. Season 2 is like 4 miscommunications. And it's just, it drove me insane. It drove me insane. And there was like some kind of, they like went harder into this like love, like it felt like I was watching Meizani Koku. Like, why does both love interest have a secondary love interest? And so they're never on the same page at the same time. Like, oh, June. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's just go to the next one. Let's go to Gokudo. Gokudo is better than 6. It's probably a 6 objectively. And I don't know why I liked watching it so much, but I'll put it at 7. I feel bad having it be this low. But yeah, Gokudo it was done at Headline Studios? Is that the name of the company? I click on it like it's gonna tell me the dub company. Like, I don't know why I would think that. But, you know, I didn't watch it in Japanese, but these first 2 cast members are pretty prolific. That's good to know. That it somehow had a strong presence in Japan as well. The Gain guy. Okay, now I gotta go pull that up again, because I gotta find out the actor's name. But June always talks about this one actor. I know which character it is, so I'm gonna go this way. This one guy, who I think is probably more famous for being on Gravitation. I never heard of this anime up here. Oh my god, what? Maybe I'll look at that later. But probably more popular Gravitation, but like, June always says he sounds like the guy from the Gain commercials, like the fabric softener or whatever. I don't know about that one. I don't know, I mean, I do kind of hear it. What if in some twist of fate it was the Gain guy? Battle Arena Toshinden. Oh my god. There's another anime that's just like exactly the same as this anime. Actually, if I click on it, you might recognize the art style. Because I believe they also made they made a lot of fighting game adaptations. I don't think they ever made Street Fighter, but they made other things like, I think they made Voltage Fighter Gao Kaiser, and the one with 2 Fs, that's like the guys in Smash Brothers or something. I think they made that into one. I can't remember what that's called. Someone's gotta help me with that. But yeah, this one's interesting. I think this is the one that has... Dude, we got freaking Shimada Bean and Koya Satake. Okay, damn, they really... they really said, let's have a good cast. But no, this one was interesting to me because the fact that Chris Orbach plays the rival character? No, this is the one with Chris Orbach in it, which is funny because, like, famous actor Jerry Orbach you might have heard of, very famous actor. And then what did his son do? He did, in anime, he did I think that's a hentai. He did I'm getting an ad for cars. Sorry the chat has a car ad. You're better than that, Chad. That's why you're on top of the ad. There's a Yu Yu Hakusho, but like I think only one movie was done in New York. There's some more stuff on here too, like that's not listed, that's also questionable. But yeah, it wasn't Gao Kaiser then that was the other fighting one. Because I think Gao Kaiser is the one with the escargot villain. What was the other one? No, that is Gao Kaiser. No. The escargot villain one is Hyperspeed Grandall. Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to keep them all straight because they're all just random animes. But Battle Arena Toshinden, it can't be better than average. Just like objectively speaking, I won't allow it. But that's something. Death Note Relight. 6 is kind of low. Huh. I think I put it low because it's not as good as the main show Death Note. And I think that, I mean, it was good. It was mostly reused bits from Death Note, but then they shortened it down and added some scenes. And everything they added, it's hard to see as canon. I do like the part where he twerks on L's grave. Spoiler alert, I guess, for Death Note. But it's Death Note. You know Death Note spoilers already, I'm sure. But it's like, that part's good. And I liked watching the part where they met for the first time. And you know, that's fine and all. But it wasn't as good as it could have been as it was in the original work. So I think that's why I put it so low, because I mean, it's a good watch if you want to watch Death Note, but you don't want to watch the whole long part of it. It's just like, is this even 2 movies or just 2 OVAs? I think they shortened it down a lot. And Death Note already, the pacing in Death Note's already like really fast. Like it's really good. I mean, I say it's good, like fast is good, but like no, the pacing is actually really good. Like really only one major event happens per episode, but there's never like super long ongoing arcs. There's really just 2 parts of Death Note. So, will it tell me the runtime? Okay, it's like 2 hours per episode. So they really cut a whole 37 or something like that episode show into like 4 hours. So if you want to watch that, you can watch this. It goes over all the main points. What is Sonic Frontiers? Yeah, if you want to watch Death Note without watching Death Note, I would recommend this, even though I gave it a 6. Open World Sonic. I also don't know what open world means. I'm so sorry. Like, I know that open world games just games without loading zones. Like is Yakuza Like a Dragon an open world game then? But can you have loading zones into specific other areas, or does it have to be like all open? Like if you go into a building, can it load? Like do temples load in Breath of the Wild? Dude, I gotta drink water. But like, no, I don't play video games. So does that mean like, could you classify like Yakuza 3? Well, not Yakuza 3, but like, could you like classify like the Kamurocho part of any Yakuza game on PlayStation 3 or more? Could that be classified as open world? Or would only the Dragon Engine games fall into that category? Okay. I need to play an American game. Like, I think the only American games I ever really got into was, like, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And that isn't even really, like, a mainstream American game. I kind of want to play San Andreas. That'll be my American game experience. Okay, but, like, getting back to anime, because, like, I want to get through things. Space Travelers. Yeah, 6 is okay. Space Travelers is a weird one, because it was really hard for me to find a way to watch it. Like, I looked on... I was looking for this for years before I actually watched it, so I was looking on, like, Kiss Anime. We know, like, nothing about the cast, even in Japanese? Dude. This is, like, depressing. I forget who this is. It's clearly not a real... Oh, is this the person's actual name? I thought it was, like, a fake name, but... Badass character right here. One of the best characters in this whole anime. So, maybe that's where I've seen the name before. But we know Crispin Freeman was the ADR director. We just don't know who any of the characters are. But yeah, so it was really hard for me to find it, actually. I think I ended up finding it. I went on 9anime, and I searched for it, and it came up. But when I clicked on it, it started playing like some really old movie from like the 60s, and I'm like, this is not it. It had a similar name. So I looked up the show that had, like, what show I was watching. Found it on Google by searching the general plot elements, watched a bit of it. And then I looked up that show on 9anime. And it played Space Travelers instead. So. I'm not even, like, paying attention to ads, dude. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, so it was hard for me to find it. And there's more media surrounding this that I want to track down. Because it was hard enough to find this. Clearly, no one even knows the Japanese cast. It's not very common. Licensed by Media Blasters, so I mean, it's out there. Just waiting for, I guess, like Retro Crush maybe to pick it up, or whatever. But I really there's a live action movie. So there's a live action movie based on the same name, but apparently it's different. Like, apparently the live action, like, this is all like a make-believe role play that the characters actually were doing in the main one, and it's like a show about it's a movie about a bunch of nerds in, like, Akihabara. So, and there are rumors online claiming that there's an English dub of it, but they listed the same cast members. And to my knowledge, I don't think Media Blasters as a licensor did a lot of live action dubbing. And the fact that it's all coincidentally the same cast seems suspicious to me. So I don't know if there's actually a dub for a live action movie in the same universe as this. But I'll never know because I can never find the movie anyway. So if anyone has leads on that, let me know. I don't know if it has any information like a Lost Media wiki. It's probably not that big of a deal. Lucky Star OVA. 6. I don't remember the OVA. All I remember about it is that it wasn't dubbed. So I guess I'll leave it at 6. I mean, it's probably fine, but, I mean, the whole show feels like an OVA. I don't know what the OVA would do different. I know they had cosplay. It's by our OVA. We put the tsundere girl in a Miku cosplay. Put that on the cover. Hope someone will buy it. The Melancholy of Haruhi-chan Suzumi. Huh. I didn't like this. Oh, the OVA had a plot? I don't remember it. Oh no. Couldn't have been that good, because I don't remember it. Wait, the show didn't have a plot, but the OVA did? Kyoani's got some priorities, I guess. I just don't know what they are. Slayer's Evolution arc. Where's Slayer's Revolution? Seven. Evolution R. Oh, it's not gonna be Revolution, it's gonna be Evolution. Evolution R to 6 compared to a 7. Was Evolution R better or worse than Revolution? I don't actually remember. Evolution R was the one with all that angst with Zelgadis, right? I'm just guessing that because I can see Ozil in the cover art. And Zuma. Oh my god, Zuma. Sorry. Funny part in that show, but it's a major spoiler. And while I'm okay spoiling Death Note, because everyone knows about Death Note, and the spoilers are all over the internet, and no one is safe, I don't want to spoil Slayers, because I want people to watch it. Please watch it. But I guess I can stay at 6. It's probably, you know what, it's probably even. It's probably even with, Can it really be worse than Revolution, though? They're probably about the same. They graduated in Lucky Star? I thought they were like in second year. Okay, hold up, man. Because when you compare Slayer's Revolution and Evolution R to Slayer's Next, and Slayer's Try, are you getting the same vibes out of it? This low rating also comes down to an extent to the dub, because the English version was really lacking for these. I recommend people watch Slayers in English or Japanese. They're both equally as good. When it comes to the remake 10 years later, when they continued the story, the English version kind of falters a little bit. It had a different director, and a lot of the characters weren't really staying on the original voice. Except, of course, with the exception of Crispin Freeman, who takes his job very seriously and probably went back and watched older episodes before going into this. So, you know, he has that advantage. And the voice wasn't really different from his own voice. It was like his breakthrough role. Dude, I feel like everyone was too high-pitched, though. Like, Lena, Amelia, Gowry. It's like, put that shit down. put that voice back where it came from, or so help me. Like, it's honestly down to direction. It's down to circumstance. It's down to research. I know there are a few circumstances that were involved. I feel bad getting upset about, like, the voice of Gowry, for example, because Eric Stewart has gone on record and said how he feels really bad about how that turned out due to circumstances. But at the same time, like, I feel like it still would have been higher pitched, just because I shouldn't be this familiar with Eric Stewart's vocal profile over time, but I am. So, it still wouldn't have been great. And the writing was way too essentialized. Like, all these characters were boiled down to, like, 2 or 3 character traits each, and that was happening gradually in the older anime too. You know, it was like... Giga Chat Eric Stewart. Yeah. Dude, I don't know how to explain all of my feelings about Eric Stewart, so I'm just not going to. But I did meet the man once, so I can say whatever I want. I have like 3 copies of his autograph in my house. And if you asked me in high school, oh man. Nah, but no, we can talk more about Eric Stewart actually when I make that video I plan on making about the voice actor drama. The really funny one. He's in the center of a lot of funny happenings. So I can look more into that later, but like Slayer's Revolution I think was just doomed to not do that great. I don't know what the reception was like either. If they matured or immatured. But yeah, also Slayer's Revolution Evolution R was done by Funimation actually, and the older ones were done by Central Park Media for license holding. So it was all different companies doing it. Like I think Revolution Evolution R was dubbed at NYAV Post, whereas the original 3 were done at Taj Production. And that's, you know, because Funimation was like, oh, we can't really, like, we didn't really care about using New York voice actors, but they wanted to keep as much of the original cast as they could. So they just used NYAV, which has a studio in New York and Los Angeles. So Mike Sinter-Nicholas replaced the voice of Zelos. And the voice of Zelos was really important to me, actually. Like, no offense to Mike Sinter-Nicholas, he sounded very much like, he gave it the similar vibe to Ishida with a bit less depth. But come on, guys, David Moo, man. The fans of One Piece did him so dirty. Okay, let's move on to an anime someone's actually maybe seen. Which is, Inuyasha, The Final Act. I gave it a 6. What did I give Inuyasha? Because I don't even like Inuyasha. I gave Inuyasha a 7. Yeah, and a lot of the movies I gave a 7. So 6 makes sense. 6 is a bit generous maybe, actually, because I didn't really like The Final Act. It really did just feel like, oh, let's wrap some stuff up really quick because we didn't finish the story. And one of the episodes was just an OVA they made for like a Rumik anniversary. And then they just like they changed some of it to turn it into a part of the thing. And you can tell it's different, like the art style's different. But because of that, it's because it got put into the final act, it's the only one of those Rumik specials that had an English dub. Or maybe there were only 2 of the Rumik specials. The Ranma one never got a dub. That's all it comes down to. Oh god, got Hitalia down here. I think, yeah, I'm gonna leave World Series and paint it white in 6. I put it here on stream, so I can't really go back on it. I think I also put MM here on stream. Like, if it's a 6, I feel like it's watchable. You know what I mean? Like, someone could watch this. Like, Code Geass, this special picture drama episode, you know? Like, sure. You could watch that. If you like Code Geass, you'll enjoy it. You have to watch Code Geass first. Or, you know, Pokemon the movie, White, Victini, and Zekrom. It was a Pokemon movie. Anyone can watch that, but, like, I wouldn't watch it again. Same with The Future Diary, wouldn't watch it again. Kill Me Baby, I don't even remember. I think it's like a short comedy series, so, I mean, it's probably fine for what it is. Achikochi, Place to Place. Sorry, I have the English titles on. Achikochi. Yeah, it was pretty cute. Yono Asuka Show, we put that in here on stream as well. Hitalia, The Beautiful World has to be lower than World Series. Because while I cringe at the thought of Hitalia still existing, especially in the modern day, World Series was still the best season, and you can't change my opinion on that. Uta no Prince-sama Revolution, we put that here. Who called it World Twinkle? Who called it the World Twinkle? Because when that happened, Tumblr went crazy. Because, well, Hitalia's fandom is called APH for Axis Powers Hitalia. So this would be WTH. So they really knew what was up. Book of Atlantic at a 6. No, it was better than Black Butler was, like originally. It can be, putting it at a 7 though feels almost bad. But no, I can see that. I can see that. I might watch that one again, you know? So, like, I don't know, man. Book of Atlantic. It was based on the manga arc, and I had read that manga arc actually. I was really into reading the manga when this kind of dropped, so it was really relevant to me. But I mean, the dub was okay. I watched the dub version. The Japanese version was probably fine too. That's true, that's true. It did have Ken in it. Once again, I watched the dub, but like the character he plays is nice too. Tanaka-kun is always listless. This is Tanaka-kun wa itsumo kedaruge, I think that's what it's called. Yes. This one, I watched 5 episodes and dropped it, but I gave it a 6, and I think that's fair. Because I couldn't get through it. But it was still good. I found out this is a very successful series, actually, in Japan. I mean, it's not so successful that there's, like, billboards of it. Like, so many things have, like, figurines in arcades and, you know, like, banners everywhere. But, like, this one's kinda... It had, like, over 10 volumes of the manga, though. That's what surprised me. When I was at, like, I think I saw it at... It was either Animate or Book Off, where you can buy manga, and it's, like... They had, like, a whole, like, there was a lot of them. There was a lot of them. More than 10 volumes were out. And I was like, I didn't know it was that big. So it's because we can keep making it. The High School Life of a Fudanshi. Okay, so this came out, I believe, the same season. Okay, I couldn't finish it. But, like, someone else could, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoyed what I watched. It just wasn't... It really was just, like, slice of life of, like, a dude that... I mean, there's some comedy where it's, like, the shock value of, like, whoa, I can't believe, he doesn't care about this, or whatever. It's almost like the opposite of Sakamoto Desu ka, where it's, like, instead of being surprised at how cool he is, you're surprised at how boring he is. But, so... I think 6 is a fair rating. But High School Life of Fudanshi, I think, came out the same season as Gaku and Handsome, and there was, like, this big... And it was close to, like, Kiss Him Not Me. Like, it was a really big, like, Fujoshi, Fudanshi kind of era of anime. So it, like... This one has to be lower, because it really, I mean... Bold of them to make a Fudanshi a main character in an anime, because it hadn't been done before, and I don't know if it's been done since. But it was just kind of average, like... It really just felt like it was being made at the time. There wasn't really anyone, like, it was no one's passion project. It was more like, oh, this is a popular series on Pixiv or something, we're gonna make it into an anime. Once again, this one, I was watching it when it came out with June, and I just kind of stopped watching it and hoped she didn't notice. So if she notices now, she can go back and look at it. I will not. We already talked about Gaku and Handsome, so now we're on Pokemon, the series Sun and Moon. 6 is generous. 6 is generous. I like Pokemon. I like the Pokemon anime. It's hard to have bad Pokemon anime. This Pokemon anime, I did not like. This Pokemon, it's like... It was the first series they did where they got rid of the idea of Ash and a girl and a gym leader travel the region, get 8 gym badges, and then fight the Elite Four. They don't do that in the anime. But, you know, go to the Pokemon League. And they kind of said, we're just gonna not do that. Now Ash is in school. And while I feel like that has a lot of potential, because, you know, there are a lot of main characters, you'll find someone you like. Or like, oh, the game didn't have gyms, so this makes sense. And I agree that it makes sense. And I know the art style was controversial, and some people say, it's not actually bad. If you're judging it for the art style, you're not a real fan. Well, it's an anime. Isn't art style part of it? I see so many people say, oh, I could never watch a show from the 90s because of the art style, or, oh, I could never watch Code Geass because of the art style. I hear from June all the time. And it's like, if that's a valid reason, then so is me not liking Pokemon Sun and Moon for the art style. Okay? Like, it's... I had just finished watching Pokemon X and Y as it was coming out. I remember seeing a picture of this art style for the first time waiting in the hallway for music class after lunch. I vividly remember this. And I'm on my little phone, and And I'm showing all my friends, like, look at how stupid this looks. And I still feel that way. Journeys is a bit better. It still could be a lot better. Everything is just so round and shiny. I'm just not vibing with it. I don't know. I like X and Y, okay? Okay. I'm gonna stop ranting about the art style of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Or Pokemon Sun and Moon in general. Just wasn't a fan. I didn't like... I put it in like I dropped it, because I stopped watching it. But like, I watched certain episodes, like if there was a character I liked in it, or if it was like a Team Rocket-centric episode, I would maybe check it out, but those didn't really happen a lot. Oh dude, the cell animation in Pokemon even looked so good. Yeah, I feel like nighttime scenes, they can just put like a filter over it. They don't have to like make the colors. They just color it like normal and then put like a dark filter over it sometimes, I can tell. It kinda sucks. Yeah, so I wasn't a big fan. Kono oto tomare, Sounds of Life. So I see for the English title, they kept the Japanese title completely intact and then added Sounds of Life afterwards. Yeah, the grain from the photographs was okay too. It was kind of nice. Although it is one of my pet peeves when digital animation puts in the grain on purpose. I don't like that. Especially because like it stands out so much more. When like all the colors are perfect, but then like there's noise or something, it's like, what are you doing? They're chasing something that they could never afford to get back. Because while they could, I guess, do a cell animation, and if they did do a cell animation, if some studio made a cell animation, I would have to watch it. You know, like just to see, just to support the project, really. But, I mean, these days we're getting fully CGI anime, there's gonna be no turning back. Just because from a money perspective. But Kono oto tomare was an anime about some kids in high school who play the koto, the traditional Japanese instrument that you lay on its side and has a bunch of strings on it. But that's really all it was. It's your classic, like, sports/music anime where they practice for the competition and they see if they win. I watched 5 episodes when it was new. Okay, Yashahime. I'll keep Yashahime at 6 for now. It'll probably go down when I actually watch it fully. I watched 17 episodes and then stopped. Which sounds like a lot, and notice I haven't given up. I haven't given up, it's yellow. But I stopped watching it because I thought it would be better to binge it. Yeah, now there's 2 seasons as well. I just want to wait until it's kind of like out enough and then like binge watch the dub. That's why I stopped watching it actually at 17 episodes, is I was watching the dub and the sub as they were coming out. Well, I was really only watching the dub for episodes that had the old characters in it. Mostly for comparison. But I decided I want to go back and watch the dub version because at least it has Crispin Freeman. And I love the trend that we're seeing Crispin Freeman in more and more anime again these days. Yeah, the changes in the dub were very sudden, too. That's what really caught me off guard, was that it's like, they did episode 1 and it was amazing, and then like a week later, it was kind of crazy for the Yashahime dub. Although the same change, unfortunately, had to be made in the Japanese version too. For the same character. So, it's kind of uncomfortable regardless of which language you're gonna watch it in. But I think Crispin Freeman and David Kay will pull it all together for me. You know, we got Sashomaru, we got Kirimaru, I think was that character's name, and I just want to see what comes of them. I like them. So I'm leaving it at a 6 for now. It might go down when I watch it. It might go up when I watch it. Maybe the dub will be enough to put it up there. But I think it's going to stay around there, actually. 17 episodes will get you a pretty good feel. My biggest complaint, actually, about Yashahime real quick is actually that, like, I don't like the characters. Like, I didn't really like the characters that much in Inuyasha either, but you can really tell that this one wasn't written by Takahashi Rumiko. Like how, like, it wasn't a manga first, it's an anime thing that Takahashi Rumiko is, like, giving an okay to. And, like, maybe checking things over to make sure they're, like, acceptable. But these characters don't feel like characters that she would have written. And one thing I like about her works is that there's always, like, a good balance of male and female characters. Whereas this one, they went entirely... The protagonists are just 3 girls. And as a girl who only watches animes where she can simp for a character, it's really hard to push through when Sesshomaru's not in every episode. This is very hard. Like, I really don't know what they were trying to do with that. And the fact that all of them are all half demons and it feels like they're all the same... Like, yeah, the original Inuyasha, you could tell, had a lot more balance in the party, right? Like 2 boys, 2 girls, regular human, demon hunter, hole-in-the-hand guy, and demon. Like, there was a good, you know, everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. Yashahime was like, here's 3 half-demon girls who are like, how old are they, like 15? Like, I don't know. We're not getting the vibes that I need. I'll shut up now. I will pronounce this wrong. I will pronounce this one wrong, because I don't remember how to pronounce it. I will turn to the... Why didn't they put the pronunciation here? Why is there no... Okay. I was gonna turn to the Japanese to find out, but... I guess I'm not now. This one, of course, is an OVA I watched for the dub. Okay, I guess the one of them is a quarter demon, which of course had to happen, I guess, for canon compliance. But like, that's even worse. It's like, cause like, it's like she's a half demon, so a quarter demon, so she's only a demon when it counts and a human when it's convenient, I guess, for the story. I don't know if you heard that, my leg just cracked in the weirdest way. Okay, moving on. It's got Rachel Lillis. It's got... I don't know who that is. It's got Ted Lewis. It's got Scotty Ray. It's got Veronica Taylor. It's got Eric Stewart. Eric Stewart was really, really funny in this one because he was really bad in it. Oh, you know who else was in here that was really bad? Wayne Grayson was in the Sound Like Himself. Crispin Freeman was really bad in this one. And I hate to say that, because I want to view him as perfect man can do no wrong. But this performance was really, like... Performance was really... flat. Like... It didn't feel like a person was saying it. But his character was also kind of like... Like the kind of king who thinks he's better than you. But... yeah, I don't really know. It wasn't good. The dub was also extremely low quality. Like, some characters, like, recording quality was noticeably lower than others. Like you could hear so much more static on, like, there were two of the actors had, like, really bad static on their dialogue. The volume was different. Like, none of the audio was produced well. And I'm so confused as to why and how and what happened. Like, I hate to use the phrase, like, phoning it in, because that's, like, when a performance is bad. And the performances themselves weren't particularly awful, especially for the time and for the budget. But it really sounded like he was talking on the phone. Like, I couldn't explain it better than that. So, that's always strange. Of course, I'm talking about the American dub, because this one also has a British dub that I never saw. I might watch the British dub one day, though, because I like to compare dubs. So. That's always fun when a show has 2 dubs and we get to pick which dub is better, and sometimes it's really hard to do. And sometimes that's the reason you still haven't watched Initial D. That might be a specific example. But yeah, so RG Vita, it's 5. It was okay. I liked the art style a lot. It's hard to say if it's fun bad or just bad, because even fun bad I find such a charm in that I genuinely like it. Every bad dub I love. But I think it's funny at the beginning, maybe for the differences in like audio quality. It's not as, I don't know if it hits the so bad it's good quite the same way that like Record of Lodoss War would, which I feel like is also like, has some moments. But RG Vita is relatively short, which is why I watched it. I think it's like one, maybe 45-minute episode? 43 minutes, 2 episodes, sorry. But I got through it in like an evening. Voltage Fighter Gaokaiser is the other one that is just like Battle Arena Toshinden. Until the art style is the same, it's just weird faces and weird female anatomy. And we also know nothing about the cast. I don't remember if it's this one or if it was Toshinden, that the actor Bill Timoney has publicly stated that he regrets working on, but he was in both of them playing almost the same character. And I forget in which one of them his character was romantically involved with his sister. But I think that's the one he regrets doing more. Or maybe they both are, I don't know. Most of these fighting games really are just like carbon copies of each other. So it's worse than a 5. It's not average. It's actively bad. Oh boy. I think it even had a very similar like dub cast overall. Like most of them were like 1 for 1, but didn't have Chris Orbach though. Who was there instead? I'm just curious now. We know which one is the equivalent character. It doesn't even have the equivalent character listed here, okay. Madara. Madara? I heard someone talk about Madara recently, actually, and I think it was in a relatively recent interview I saw on YouTube where someone interviewed Ted Lewis, who played the lead role in this random OVA as well. What a career of random OVAs. This person liked it. It was alright. There was more plot to it. There was more world building to it than some of the other ones I've seen. I love fun bad dubs though. Have you ever seen Garzy's Wing? Garzy's Wing is a famous one. I really liked the dub of, and the title sounds awful, the dub title is called Sins of the Sisters, and it does have some 18+ elements in it. It was marketed as one of those, but it is a very funny dub as well. Some well-known actors you'll hear in it as well. I won't name them. But this one, actually I will look at the cast real quick. I think it was Megan Hollingshead plays the female lead in this, and she was talking about it apparently at a recent panel/interview someone did, where she remembered working on the show, but she didn't remember it until the person mentioned, you know, it's the one where you co-starred with, and you co-star with Ted Lewis, and she's like, oh yeah, I remember that one. And I'm like, it's not a memorable show, so, I mean, it stood out to her though, so. It's about like some guy named Madara whose like adopted father or something has like the ability to create fake body parts that are more powerful than others to replace the body parts of people who have been injured. And so like Madara's entire body is like with the fake body, and he's stronger than everyone else, I guess, and they fight some guy. And I don't remember the plot, but I remember the cast. Wait, there's a subtitle for California Crisis? I didn't know that. Just thought it was California Crisis. I think California Crisis is famous specifically within the realm of people who watch old anime, especially not so good old anime movies. Because this show wasn't so bad as good. This show was just like boring. Watched it in the car once. It's like it was trying to parody American movies. So it takes place in America, the characters have American-style names, and they drive around, and they're looking for some magical orb she's holding here. And then the end is like a cliffhanger, and they never made a part 2. So, a lot of fun! Check that out! No. Maybe don't. Unless you want to see it. There's no high-quality rip of it. I think it was for rental-only VHS, so all the copies of it online are kinda not very high quality. Kenny Lauderdale probably has a video about it. He references it all the time. Italia we put here before. Kirby we put here before. Kotora we put here before. The Devil's a Part-Timer we put here before. Maybe that's a little harsh for The Devil's a Part-Timer, but honestly it really was just like another anime to me. Fairy Tail Series 2. There's 2 Fairy Tales? I mean, I did watch, like, a few episodes of this. I didn't know there was a separate Fairy Tail. Dude, no. Okay, Streets Are Hot. Yeah, California Crisis has a good theme song. Streets Are Hot. You can probably find that one on YouTube somewhere. I watched 7 episodes of Fairy Tail. Yeah, I'd say 5 is okay. Some people really like it. I didn't want to invest the time into it. We talked about this one before. Did we talk about Pop Team Epic? We probably did. It's getting a 2nd season soon, and I was surprised to hear that. And I might check it out, but depending on the voice cast, because my favorite gimmick about Pop Team Epic is that they play the same episode. Each episode is the same episode twice, but in the first one, the main characters are voiced by 2 popular female actresses, and in the second half, they're played by 2 popular male voice actors. So that's really the only thing I really took from it, is that it has, you know, you'll find like cast members you don't expect. And for the English version and the Japanese version, so it might be worth watching for that, but it was not fun to watch. It was not fun to binge, I can tell you that for sure. Don't binge it if you're gonna watch it. Skate Leading Stars. I do have some beef with this one. It does deserve the 5. Totally. Like, it is just so average to me. As a figure skating fan who watched Yuri on Ice and loved it, but wanted something more sports anime out of it, I thought this would be a great way of doing it. They're clearly trying. They're trying really hard here to make that. They want it to be, you know, there are teams, and then the teams compete, and then there are team dynamics, and they do team training, and it's about some weird figure skating that doesn't exist in real life, where they skate in a team, but it's not synchronized skating. And I don't understand. Like, they could have done synchronized skating if they wanted a team. The voice cast is pretty decent. I don't even know if they dubbed it. Actually, I have no idea. I watched the first couple episodes in Japanese. Yeah, there's a dub. Yep. Probably Funimation. I don't recognize most of the Funimation actors these days. I do know I can't take this guy serious anymore, and it sucks. Ever since I watched the dub of Osomatsu-san, I can't take that guy seriously. I can't play Genshin ever again. But I'll put Hane Natsuki by accident. Good voice actor though. Shoutouts to Hane Natsuki. Oh, I accidentally loaded his page. And stream it on Funimation. But it was just kind of weird. Like, I never felt anything from the characters. It was like I wanted something generic, and I guess I got it, but it was just too generic. And I kind of wanted something maybe more figure skatey out of it. It's hard to make figure skating a team sport in this way. Comic Party with a 4. That is really harsh, actually. Yeah, really. It is exactly as June says it. Heath Silverstein is crazy good, but I keep thinking about EME. I do have the problem about dub EME. Okay, so Comic Party is... If you want to know more information about the doujinshi culture, like at the comic market and stuff, Comic Party is just that. In fact, Comic Party is the in-universe name for comic market. I see all the ads now. I don't see any ads. I have my VPN on, thinks I'm in Toronto, so it's giving me all the Canadian ads. This one I watched, actually I didn't watch this for the dub, but I did hear about it from dub actors' pages. It was done in New York, but it was done basically, I guess, right before Sam Riegel left New York, because Sam Riegel and Liam O'Brien both play important characters in here, and they kind of moved out to LA at about the same time as Liam O'Brien. So, this is actually the show where I learned their names from, actually, because there is a joke in the script where they have some of the background characters that, you know, they just say, like, whatever, like, you hear the tail end of their conversation as its scene transitions, and they were, like, throwing their own names in there, talking about how cool they are. So, that's how I learned their names. It's from this. It's about some guy who makes a doujinshi and then sells it at the comic party. It gets into some details, too, about, like, making deadlines and what people do in the industry when things get difficult. So it is, like, it has educational value as well. So, could be fun to watch. I will rewatch it sometime. But I don't think it's better than 4. It's better than 4. Actually, I might even say it's better than 5, because it had some, like, it was fun, but it also had some educational value. Which is always nice. Inuyasha the Movie 4 deserves this. Like, it deserves to be low. So 4 is probably the best I can do, because when we get into 3, things get weird. But Fire on Mystic Island was the worst Inuyasha movie they made, and I think I'm not out of line to say that. If you're an Inuyasha the Movie 4 Fire on Mystic Island fan, leave a comment and fight me, because it's just not, it's not good. It's the worst one. I don't remember much about the movies, but I do remember that's the worst one. Lost Universe. Yeah, that's a 4. I think I did that one on stream too. Basically Slayers in space if it wasn't good. Hyperspeed Grandal is the one with the Escargoon sounding antagonist. I only watched it one time on VHS because I couldn't even find it online to watch. So I watched it on VHS. And it's super unmemorable. It's another one of those OVAs. They're all the same to me. They're Sins of the Sisters! Let's go! This one. I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to out the actors for this, but I literally did it to Chris Orbach, so... Let's see what they got in. We do have some cast members here. Only 3. Kinda sucks. This is a bad dub, though. They pronounce the names bad. My favorite one is Daisuke. They always talk about Daisuke. Instead of Daisuke. They didn't even call him, like, Daisuke. They were like, no, Daisuke is incorrect, actually. His name is pronounced Daisuke. Like, it's not German. But, you know. Genshiken second season, I believe I did put here on stream. It's a very harsh rating I gave it. I must have been in a mental state when I put it there. Oh, I miss Nyankoi. Yeah, Nyankoi deserves 4. If I'm by accident. That one deserves 4 as well. Yeah, Nyankoi was an anime I watched because it came up in my YouTube recommended, actually. I watched the whole thing on YouTube on my 3DS. So there's something about that. A little fun fact. I watched this one on I was in school and I'm like, I want to watch an anime on my 3DS, and so I went on YouTube and this was there. It's about a guy named Junpei, apparently. I don't remember most of this. All I remember is the main plot is that he's allergic to cats, and everyone he knows loves cats. He can talk to cats, and in the end, he has to do good deeds to cats, or else he'll turn into a cat and die. I don't know the logic behind that. I don't know how this magic works. 4 is a decent rating for it. It was kind of it has a strange premise. Then there's Genshiken second season, which I believe we put here. Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say maybe Genshiken second season wasn't as bad as I thought it was, and then I saw freaking like Coochie on the cover. I'm like, nah, you know what? Deserve that. Yeah, like, oh, we're at the end of this list. Sorry, I just saw the number one. I saw the only one that has a 1 on it. Oh man. But yeah, Kiss Him, Not Me. Watched 6 episodes. It was kind of whatever. It felt really weird. Like, I think it could have been done better if it was more comedic. Maybe. Yeah, Coochie is traumatic. I should update and re-release the Coochie cut on this channel. On my private Twitter, I posted one where I took a cut of every time in the dub they called the character by his nickname Coochie. And I called it the Coochie cut, and I put it on Twitter. And one of the voice actors from the show in the English version liked it. It was super awkward. Like, I didn't want it to be that cringe. I had like uploaded it like a day or whatever before, but it was my pinned tweet. So I was so proud of it, I pinned it. And then a few days later, we were still watching the show, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and check, if the voice actor's Twitter is active, because I really liked, the work that he did on these shows, and he didn't really do a lot afterwards, and I wonder how he's doing now. I followed him on Twitter. I don't think he followed me back, but he did like my pinned tweet, the Coochie cut. I'm like, he was featured in the Coochie. So it was like so embarrassing. I was like, oh no. So, here's a fun fact that happened. I think it was... who was it? I don't remember the name of the actor. He has 3 names. Yeah, right, he was... Oh no, for real, Gravitation. Sorry, it took me a minute to remember who he played in Gravitation. No, his character in Gravitation and his character in Genshiken are like 2 of my favorites in their respective series. And I don't know, he sounds so genuine in his acting, if that makes sense. So yeah. I really like what he did in both of those works. So check it out, I feel like I should actually like properly look it up and shout him out now that I've talked him up so much. Ryuichi Sakuma, yeah, for real. And he was like... He did make the sparkly reach out! No, you're right, okay. Kenneth Robert Marlowe. I've seen all of his works, look at that! Just Genshiken and Gravitation, but... I mean, both of those works are very high up in my ranking, so... And I did watch the dub version of each, so... Take with that information what you will. Now I gotta get back to... Genshiken... Oh wait. Second... I was gonna write Nidaime. Which is what it's actually called. Because I'm not me boring. Ingress the Animation. Was he in that short film? Oh, was he in it or did he make it? I don't remember. I don't actually remember very well. Occasionally looking up voice actors, you'll find like on their website or in their portfolio or something, there's like links to... There's like links to like short films on Vimeo and stuff that they were in or whatever. So yeah, I did see one. I don't remember much about it. It can be dangerous looking those things up on Vimeo, though, because sometimes you'll see something you wish you never saw. Like the live-action short series that Greg Abbey produced. Okay, going back to Ingress the Animation. I watched one episode of this because Crispin Freeman announced that he would be in it. And I thought, this is Crispin Freeman's, like, you know, he's coming back to anime, and I'll watch any anime he's in because there are so few these days. And it was so cool. The whole anime, the premise wasn't very interesting, and it was all CGI animation, like nothing was drawn anime style, it was all like 3D models. And I don't know, I just wasn't really vibing with that very much. Just double checking some details about it, yeah. So I didn't really appreciate the premise or the way it was made, and so I kind of gave it a lowish ranking and kind of gave up. And yeah, I don't think I'll ever come back to it because of that. Yeah, sorry for remembering that one. Sorry for remembering that one, June. Yeah. That's on Vimeo, right? People can look it up if they're so curious. Next up is Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. This is specifically the Pyramid of Light. I gave it a 3. Sounds about right. It's... out of all the other things rated 3, it's the best of the 3 rated 3. But, like, this movie was boring and nothing happened, but the soundtrack was funny. I like when Kaiba gets in the Blue Eyes White Dragon jet plane and it plays You're Not Me. Had a good laugh at that one, actually. When Reigns was coming out, I wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan as a child, so I wasn't in the culture back then. But when Reigns came out, in English, they did a pre-screening of the dub in movie theaters. And I went to that. With the catch being, they played the Pyramid of Light first, and then the first episode of Reigns. So I got to see a advanced viewing of the first episode of Reigns, which I've now seen 4 times because I just can't get into the show every time I try. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramid of Light was not a good movie. It doesn't make sense. It was commissioned by 4Kids, so the Japanese people didn't even think of creating it. And I think there's a Japanese dub of it that made some changes. At the same time, they also commissioned Capsule Monsters, which isn't a good season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. I believe on streaming services they lump it in with Season 5? At the beginning of Season 5 before the World Grand Tournament or whatever. And you can watch it there, or look up Capsule Monsters. That one was never dubbed into Japanese. That one, the Japanese said, no, it's okay. You can have that one. Like, they animated it, and there are rumors if they voice acted it or not. It's not even sure if there's a Japanese version out there as lost media or not, to my knowledge. It's just, these two things just weren't really that great. This next one, Twinkle Nora Rock Me. This one I gotta click on. This is an important one. I want everyone to see it, or at the very least, watch the Kenny Lauderdale video about it. Based on a manga. I didn't know there was a manga. This adaptation differs considerably from the original. The story started in its prequel, was completed with the second OVA. With this second OVA. Wait, what? Basically, the important part to take away from this is the animation is 2 frames a second at some parts. There's a very funny dance sequence. No dub, but the Japanese version is also pretty stiff. It's just one OVA. You can probably find it on YouTube. Like a Laserdisc rip or something. And it's just... got some bad reviews. About half an hour. I like the theme song. It's a fun watch if you want to watch something that's just, you're shocked at how bad it is. This is a great choice. What else can I say about it? Aside from, so many quotable moments. Like when she's like, Max, we're the best dance partners. I'm like, Saiko no patana, or something like that. Or maybe it's funny the fact that if you look at the behind the scenes for this, you can find out that this strange, short-looking main male lead character looks suspiciously like the creator and director of this anime, and that to promote the anime, he hired a cosplayer to dress up as this girl. He basically made his waifu real, and then inserted himself into her world. It's like a crossover. It's like a collab. They had like, you know, watch me be with my anime girl of my dreams on her channel, and then come to the real world and watch me hang out with the cosplayer on my channel. So, you know, it's kind of the vibe I was getting from it. I think Kenny Lauderdale also talks about that, if you want information about that. But it's it's just so strange, and it was made so poorly. And it's worth checking out. It's worth checking out. Okay, I realized there's a couple animes that I didn't put on this list that I have seen now that I'm thinking about it, but I'll add them later. But yeah, Eromanga Sensei. This one gets a 3. Yeah, you can probably find it on YouTube. Oh man. Yeah, did the manga writer of Rent a Girlfriend rent a girlfriend? That's the real question. Did he call it research? If I was writing a manga for like Rent a Girlfriend, I would just rent girlfriends and say, oh, it's for my research. But, okay, so Eromanga Sensei, it made waves back when it came out. People were saying it was good. I went and watched it. It wasn't good. It was kind of boring. It was kind of creepy. Maybe if the girl wasn't, like, underage or whatever. The main girl is his waifu. Did he ever hire a cosplayer to be at official events with him? That's I feel like that's when we can cross a line, you know? That's where the line is drawn. The Eromanga Sensei's a 3. I might even give it like a 2. Yeah, I'll give it a 2. It's not on the same level as Twinkle Nora Rock. It wasn't very bad. It was just horrible. He drew her in his own house. Okay, you know what? He is trying to make 2.5D, maybe like 2.75D. Like he's kind of pushing it there, yeah. Okay, the last one I have a rating for is the Irresponsible Galaxy Tyler. I gave it a 1. You can read my comment here. I'll move out of the way. 1 is the lowest score I could input. So it's as bad as I would give it a 0. I would give it a negative 11. Like, it's... I have beef with this show. I watched all of it, hoping there would be something in it worth seeing. In the end, there was one screenshot, one frame, I thought was kind of cool. Dude, we had Eiko Chitakuya? Damn. But nobody recommends this one. I wonder why. Maybe it's because here's a good summary. I actually wanted this to come out. I was excited for this. What was I thinking? Basically, it's meant to be like a continuation of The Irresponsible Captain Tyler, a cult classic from the 90s that, you know, fans of really like. It was one of those shows where if you haven't heard of it, you haven't heard of it, but if you have heard of it, you probably really liked it. I've only thought of maybe a couple people that didn't really like it after seeing it. it's a 10 out of 10 on my list. It's one of the shows that I want to say is my favorite anime when people bring up, what's your favorite anime? And I normally don't say it because no one's heard of it. Very solid English dub. Very good Japanese version. I feel like it was not the space to make it a short episode comedy series that takes place in the far future from the future that the regular one takes place in. With different characters that look the same, but have different to no personalities. Like, it's supposed to take place that this is like the great-great-great-great-grandson? I genuinely can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Of the main character. Of the originally responsible Captain Tyler. And this is supposed to be like also the it's the opposite of ancestor. The descendant of another character, of Azaleen. And this is a robot that they named, I believe they named this robot Yamamoto. 90% sure that's what they referred to him as. It is. It's insulting. I took offense to this as a fan of the original series, and most other fans of the original series did as well. It has a score from 2,000 users of 3.91, and I really want to know who gave it more than a 1. Did these people give it a good score? A 1. A 3! They gave it a 3, and their conclusion was that it's not for old fans of the series, it's not for children, and it's not for anyone. Don't watch it. 3 out of 10. I thought I rated too high. This person gave it a 1. So the only reason its rating is higher is because people think that the worst possible garbage is a 3 out of 10. Okay. Sure. But yeah, don't watch that. Watch the original series instead. And watch the first OVA film. That's what I would say. And the rest of these I haven't rated for whatever reason. This one I didn't rate because I only saw 4 episodes of it and didn't get a vibe. I still haven't seen Cowboy Bebop. Even though I love Steve Bloom. So. Haven't watched Boys Be, mainly because, well, it's just one of those 2000 shows that I wanted to watch back when I was into 2000 shows, but I could never watch it because try Googling Boys Be. It's just 2 words. I haven't watched Cardcaptor Sakura because I'm still not sure about should I watch the dub or not, because I love dubs and I watched a lot of 4Kids, so I'm used to edits. But are the edits game changers? I don't know. The Sin about Cowboy Bebop? I'm working on it, okay? I have it queued up and ready to go. Just don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. I can only really handle watching one anime at a time, and I'm currently watching JoJo, and that one might take a while. I think I want to watch part 4 of JoJo, and maybe I'll stop after that. Or maybe I should take breaks in between parts. I actually tried to watch Great Teacher Onizuka, and I kind of gave up on it. Because, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was for me. It was a bit too... GTO was a bit too pervy for me? I don't know. I want to watch Samurai Deeper Kyo because Dan Green recommended it. I still haven't seen the Utena movie. We don't rate this one for a reason. I couldn't watch this one. It wasn't for me yet again. I want to watch Garzy's Wing. I want to watch Outlanders because they are bad dubs. I want to watch School Days because everyone used to hate it. watch Aria because I just haven't finished watching Aria. I don't know if I gave up on Soul Eater. I might come back to it someday. Will Laura Bailey be enough to get me to finish Soul Eater? 51 episodes. You could try maybe sometime, maybe not right now. I watched the beginning of this show like 5 times and couldn't figure out what was happening. I want to play Starry Sky more than watch it, but I can't find an English patch. I think there's an English patch for the PC version, but it's too old. I dropped Nichijou, I'm so sorry. I know people love this show. Because Nichijou was like too slice of life for me. It's a Young Men movie I didn't even know existed. I gotta check that one out. This is the one about the mermaid man in the bathtub, and maybe I'll watch it now, but I remember I just couldn't get into it before. Are they full-length episodes? I feel like this series would work well as a series of short episodes. Okay, they are short episodes. Maybe I'll try that one again sometime. It was a strange premise, but, I mean... I dropped One Punch Man after 2 episodes, and that's probably one of my most controversial takes. I got really bored watching One Punch Man in episode 2 and gave up. I don't know if I'll ever be accepted for that. I didn't rate it because I only watched 2 episodes, but I really didn't like it. He's neither. Okay, thank God. I don't know, man. It just wasn't... I feel like nothing happened. I liked Mob Psycho a lot. So I got that going for me. Maybe because, like, I feel like Mob Psycho had more, like, of a personal element to the characters. Whereas all I got from One Punch Man was, like, surface level comedy. His Neither is a weird one. One of my friends watched it in high school, and I never got around to it. But from what I can tell, it's a show about people who all share a pain link, so they all feel pain at the same time. And part of the reason I want to check it out is because, once again, the dub cast is interesting. Whoa! Who would have suspected that? And they're not giving me much dub information, and I won't be able to find what I need to find here, but I'm pretty sure the English dub was done in Canada. But in, like, Alberta or something. Which is weird. I think it was in that Blue Water Studio. Where they do, like, Beyblade or something. I never watched Shonen Maid, even though people were talking about it a lot when I was in high school. I tried watching Touken Ranbu, I tried watching Touken Ranbu, but there was too many characters. I couldn't get into it. I still have some beef with Tsukiyuta, the animation, because it came out the same time as Bee Project. And so I tried watching both, and I figured I'll watch 3 episodes of each and then decide. And then, I decided Bee Project was better. And I still think it is. But I feel like, especially for English-speaking fans, Tsukiyuta has more of a following. Unfortunately. I picked the wrong seasonal again. I tried watching Kabukibu when I was in high school again. Like, once again, like, during class, we were watching, like, the really long movie with, like, Kenneth Branagh playing, like, Is it Hamlet or something? Is it Hamlet, the one where, like, his uncle marries his mom or something? Is that Hamlet? Like, why do I not remember what Shakespeare's are? Okay, thank God. I was like, I did not just make a fool of myself on the internet. I watched that really long Hamlet movie, and I was like, I'm just gonna go on my phone and watch this. Yeah, right? We watched it for like... Yeah, it took us like a whole week of classes to watch it. Because the class is only like an hour and a bit. So, I don't know why we had to do that. We already read the book. But I tried watching Kabukibu and I couldn't vibe with it. I do like Kabuki in general, but maybe for the wrong reasons. I think it's funny when they talk like that. I never watched the Hatsukoi Monster OVA, I don't think. So maybe I should do that, actually. Because, contrary to popular opinion, I did like that show. All the Tumblr people are gonna come at me for that, but I did like that one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. I'll get around to Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains at some point. I really do want to watch it. I have no desire to watch Sevens, but I do kind of want to watch Vrains. And now the dub is over for Vrains, so I'll be able to watch it all. So, you know. Yuri on Ice the movie, LMAO, that's never coming out. They said this would come out in 2018. The anime aired in 2016. I don't have any hope this will ever come out. I never watched this special for Uta no Prince-sama. Okay, this one I put on this list because it has such a weird premise. And I think it's probably going to be very offensive and out of touch and old at this point. But it came up when I was looking up an actor, I think. And it's the Backstreet Girls. You know the Backstreet Girls. It's got a 6.94 nice out of almost 69,000 users. So more people watch this than the Irresponsible Galaxy Tyler. But basically, decent cast too. From what I can tell, it's a show about Yakuza members who then do something wrong, their boss gets mad at them and force them to undergo surgery to appear female and perform as idols. For some reason. I love when you find those weird animes, you know? Sometimes you end up watching them, and sometimes they become the most popular series in Japan, like the one with the rap battles that deal real damage. This is one about Yakuzas that become idols. I never watched that Mob Psycho miniseries. Given. I had a friend that wanted me to watch Given years ago. I never saw it. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s on my plan to watch list. Maybe it's more like on my plan to check it out one day list. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's secretly one of the best Yu-Gi-Ohs, you know? Like, I didn't hate Arc 5, like everyone said was... Well, not... Okay, Arc 5 has some fans. I feel like a lot of people really liked Arc 5, and a lot of people really didn't like Arc 5. Life Lessons with Uramichi Oni-san. Okay. This one has a dub now. I put it on this list before it had a dub. So I want to check out the dub information real quick. Okay. It's looking like a pretty standard Funimation dub. Nothing that special. The Japanese cast is looking much better in comparison, actually. Oh, Jessica Calvello! And Ray Chase is good too. They're not the main characters though. I don't know who these people are in the main cast actually. Well, I know who Game of Thrones is. But that's supporting. I think everyone's supporting except for the main character. This show is cute. I used to see it a lot on like TikTok. In clips where it's like this guy like works, you know, he works as an entertainer for children in those kind of like special shows you see like in Japan, like on top of department stores and stuff. And he hates his life and he talks about it in a fun, cheerful way. And then the kids like insult him and he's just completely broken by it. It's just contrasting the cutesy exterior with the harsh reality. And it is pretty funny. I'm just worried that... I don't know how long the episodes are. I'm just worried that it wouldn't be very fun to watch for a long time. Yeah, it's a regular 23-minute episode show with 13 episodes. So I still don't know if it's worth watching it that much. But the clips were kind of funny. What is this? Pokemon no heisei shi Kayo kara mukuyo soshite nikyo. These are just like listing times? Yeah, the Heisei era of Pocket Monsters from Tuesday to Thursday to Sunday. Pocket Monsters, the Heisei era. Oh, it's a New Year's special. Is it like a recap episode for when the era changed? There's like no info on here. I probably read about it on Bulbapedia. Yeah, it's like... It's a very relatable kind of show, the one with the whoever Onisan. It seems like everyone can kind of... It's probably, yeah, I think most people could probably relate to it, but at the same time, it's like... To what extent do you relate to it, you know? I don't know what some of these are. Is that a hentai for girls? I don't know. I still never watched Hetalia World Stars. It came out so late in the game, man. I gave up. I stopped watching Hetalia probably 2014. And I just... It's like I became self-aware, I learned the cringe, and I gave up on it. B Project 3rd season, we're still hype. When is that coming out? We still don't know. But we're looking forward to it! New Code Geass project. This one is so bad. We don't even know if it's gonna be a season, or if it's gonna be a movie, or if it's gonna be an OVA. It's like type unknown. Like we don't even know. We know who's directing it and who's writing the script. But Code Geass has been receiving a steady amount of support in Japan this whole time, with like their mobile game and something like DM. Like, there's like an acronym I keep seeing on all the advertisements. They got a big thing in Shibuya right now. I'm gonna see if I can find information about it. Like, I swear it said, like... Every time I Google it, it comes up. Oh. Didn't notice a problem. Seems fine. That's weird. If I see it tonight, I'll take a picture of it. Because I am going to Shibuya again tonight. So if the ad is still there, I will show it to you before... Oh no. I'm gonna reload the page maybe by clicking on something. See, it's fine, it's not unresponsive. But yeah, if I see the Shibuya ad for Code Geass, I'll show it to you guys, maybe on Twitter. So check out my Twitter with the link in the description if you haven't already. Are any of these interesting? How is this on here twice? Is this not the same thing? We just say yes to that? This one is super hype, actually. Spy Family Part 2, maybe. Bungo, maybe. Super hype for Nagatoro. Super hype for Mob Psycho. Super hype for Skate the Infinity. I never actually watched all the Fruits Basket, and I also never finished the manga. So... And I wasn't in Canada to watch the movie in theaters with the English dub. So... Kinda sucks, I guess, for me. Yeah, right now I think what I'm probably gonna watch next after watching some more JoJo's, I might finally get around to watching... What's it called? Like, Dress Up Darling or something like that? I have that one ready to go. I hope it's good. I recently gave up on Horimiya, unfortunately. I should add that to my list too, maybe. How can I go back to the regular page? How do I go to MyAnimeList? Found it. Now we're just updating MyAnimeList. I really wanted to like Horimiya. And it is cute and fun. And people really liked it, and I like the art style, and I like the characters, and maybe I'll get back into it one day. For now, I'm giving it a drop at 3 episodes. I dislike this one for spoiler reasons, but it's basically, I watched it because the main character, the main male character, looks kind of hot, and then he becomes not looking as hot later on, so I gave up. That sounds super superficial, oh no. That is true. It's just fact. So... Look, 27 minutes ago, one of my friends watched Twinkle Nora Rock Me. Let's go. If any of you guys actually use MyAnimeList, you can, like, add me, and we can compare lists if you want. That's always fun. You can see my username at the top corner of the screen there. It's just Juliet. Nothing special. The profile picture is still a picture of... It's good to know. It's good to know. So you're gonna watch Nora. I'm excited to see what score you give it. But... yeah. Let's see, what have I been up to? How many animes have I seen now? Oh, my completed went down! I had 200 before! What did I do? What did I do? The screenshot in my thumbnail is not fake. It is not fake. What did I change? Okay, the pages are not unresponsive, Google. Be patient. What have I listed as my favorite anime? All this is really out of date. It's kind of depressing, actually. Yeah. Look at all 9 of my friends. Who wants to be friend number 10? Let me know. Who wants to be friend number 10? I would love to compare with June, but I don't know what username she has on her MyAnimeList. So I might not do that. Dude, I've had this account since 2015. Wait, is today the anniversary? Guys, it's the anniversary of my MyAnimeList page. How many years has it been? Let's count. It's my 7? Seven years? Whoa. Whoa. I wasn't... Okay, I wasn't prepared for that, but it's my 7-year anniversary of using MyAnimeList. I still remember. Still remember when I made it. Also, guys, because it's the 24th, MyAnimeList really wants you to know that it's your last chance to win a t-shirt. If you really want the MyAnimeList t-shirt, you gotta do some bunkasai something. I am curious, what does this entail? Is it easy to enter? Oh, you just design a t-shirt? Design a t-shirt, win a t-shirt. Okay. Oh my god. The 2nd grader? Oh boy. I know some 2nd graders. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay, so at this point I'm just waiting for June to update her username. I should update my profile picture at this point. To put a picture of me. Picture of me. William McGee. Now that I actually have an avatar to represent myself that's not just a character from a Tokimeki Memorial Girls side game. Oh! I'm going to refresh. Can I refresh by... No, I can't. Ooh, maybe I will do that. Okay. We gotta... Can I search for users? I can't. I don't even need to... Okay, we're going back to this. Like this? Ah! Love the profile picture, actually. I love June's picture. Shinji on the froggy chair. I love that. Okay, let's do a comparison. How do we do that? Whoa, what is up with that? I don't know what this number means, but it's at 69.6%. Nice. I don't know, I wanted to say Pog. I'm like, that's not the right thing to say. I'm looking at your favorite characters. I'm gonna judge you real quick. I see. Okay. I'm assuming all this will be explained in a PowerPoint on some occasion. It's not responsive. It's like, leave me alone. Live person. This is a recent baby. But I can do a comparison by clicking on the shared, right? Okay. So I liked Achikochi more than she did. And then another, we give the same rating. B Project for both seasons, we give the same rating. I liked Bananya more than you did. We liked Binan season 1 the same. You liked Binan season 2 less. I put them like they're about the same to me. I think 1 was better, but they're overall about the same. Cypher, yeah. I like Cypher for the wrong reasons. I just think it's I like the vibes. That's a good one. Daily Lives of High School Boys. Of course you gave Death Note a higher score than me. You can probably look past everything. You can defend yourself if you need to in the chat. Dude, don't worry. And you'd give Rewrite a high score too, because it's still Death Note. Tamagotchi movie, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, completely agree. We're on the same page now with Edo Manga Sensei with 2. It does deserve a 10. I gave it a 9 because of the second half. Fruits Basket. You gave Fruits Basket a 10? And the new one a 5. Yeah, I can see that. I gave it a 9 and a 7. A bit more moderate. Okay, Ghost Stories is also a 9. I liked Genshiken more than you did, and that's fair. We watched just the same series, don't we? There's like 100 of the same in here. You gave me Daime the same score of 4, though. The OVA score of 8. What were the OVAs about? I just remember like 2 of them. Feel strongly about everything. Everything is very polarizing. I understand. I'm scared of being mean. So everything ends up very moderate. Did you watch Gokudoku Manyuki? Or just like the 5 episodes you watched were good? Habitation's a 9. Lyrics of Love is a 9. Devil's a part-time. Are you a more nice too? Fair enough. You should watch the whole thing. It's kinda, I don't know, I kinda liked it. I mean, obviously I kinda liked it. I gave it a 7. I see you also liked Hatsukoi Monster? It wasn't just completely... You weren't so radicalized by it or anything. It's good. Yeah, Hitalia is like a 6. Higurashi a 7. Oh! You gave Higurashi a 7? I gave it an 8? Is it because of the trauma? because of the age at which you consumed the media, you think it affected you? I think it affected me. My strange gore sensitivity in anime is so much lower. Thank you for recognizing that, June. Hatsukoi Monster was a good satire. Some people just don't understand satire. Some people believe everything they read on The Onion, and then you have to tell people that the Wiis aren't all going to explode. Because someone on Twitter said they would. You also gave Hitmike a 7. I want to watch Higurashi again. I think it'd be so funny to watch it now. I don't know why. People always say the dub is so bad, but I think it might be so bad it's good. I think it might be. Yeah. This is kind of sad. Oh, I see you gave Now and Then Here and There 10 out of 10. I gave it a 9. I gave it a 9 because the voice acting deserves a 15, but the plot was boring. I don't remember Reina in the dub very well. Or Rena, sorry. Rena. But I know they called her Rena Ryugu in the dub or something. Inuyasha 7, Inuyasha 1-7. Ooh. Dropping off fast. For those movies. Final Act 6, yeah. I have to translate all these titles in my head here. Fighting Foodons. This is Fighting Foodons, I think. 8, 9. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. If you want a Hopcom VC, if you really want to get into this, you can call me. Let me just double check something real quick. I'm just gonna make sure my Discord opens on a different screen. See if the stream jitters while it's trying to open. Okay. Popcorn the VC, dude, I'm ready. In the meantime, I'll go back here. Okay, which VC? Ah, found it. Now we gotta see if it's gonna even work. Because I have problems with my Discord lately. I will figure out how to do this, I promise. Oh, I can hear you very quietly. Hold up.
Are the settings good?
I'm gonna try to play with some volume.
Cool. I can't hear you at all.
Okay, yeah, I should have known that, actually. Okay, so that's as loud as I can make her on my thing now. Now I gotta figure out how to make my microphone show up. I figured out how to do that. Nope, that's not how to do that. Voice settings, maybe. Am I now audible?
You are. I can turn off the sound on your stream now.
Okay, good.
I was monitoring the situation.
That's what I thought you would do, yeah.
It would be awkward.
Okay. Time for another collab. I hope you guys can hear June because I can't do much else. I think
yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm really quiet.
No, I think it's okay now. I think I fixed it.
Really? Okay.
I put the BGM on like all the way low and then turned the source back up to max.
Okay.
So I think it's
where are we on the list?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
the final act. Kanketen?
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy.
No, that's a solid 6. I agree with you on that one, 100%.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how to feel about it now because we rewatched it a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, for sure.
I don't know, I feel like I hated it a lot more than I anticipated it.
Yeah, it's like it didn't capture the same vibe as the original, and maybe it's because of the digital animation and the changes in voice cast. Like David Kaye wasn't in the final act.
Yeah, and that was a big bummer for me.
Yeah. David Kaye is kind of a big part of Sesshomaru, I think, at this point.
But I guess he had better things to do.
Actually, I don't even know who played Sesshomaru in Japanese.
Oh, neither do I.
I'm gonna look real quick. Narita Ken. Why do I feel like I've heard of that name before? Hold up. I will do some searching. Okay, it was in Kogiyas. He was in Shimonetta. He was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. And who wasn't in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal?
Who? Who was he?
A character I didn't recognize. Here, when it scrolls back around to it, I'll let you know. He had also a supporting character of the day in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
As who? Who?
I don't know if these are Japanese names or not. Hunter Geese?
Ooh, I'm gonna need a picture.
Maybe look on the stream.
I mean, I'm gonna have to wait for it to show up.
What's the delay like?
Really bad.
Ooh.
Also, you're kind of in the way of the picture.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, here's the Zexal one. We're getting car ads now. Here's the Zexal one. Whoever that is.
Gosh, the delay is so bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just show both and then we'll be good.
I have no idea who that is. Ooh.
I love the amount of scuff right now.
Honestly, this is what it's all about.
And this is the GX character. So I really know nothing about any of these characters. I don't know why his name is so familiar.
I know who he is. He's the one that trapped all of Johan's crystal beasts.
Oh my god, from the flashback?
Not from the flashback, from the actual duel in season 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that the most because of the what is it? The Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Oh my god, him too?
Well, I mean, no, but it's just he captured Amber Mammoth, and he was like,
oh yes, beautiful. Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth.
So slay, honestly.
Yeah, I think the frame should be back to normal now, just looking at my bitrate.
Yeah, I noticed when I was watching the stream, I didn't say anything and I feel kind of crappy about it, but your frame rate has been kind of sucky because of all the ads on MyAnimeList.
Yeah, I think it's really taken a hit. I'm using like a blank Chrome profile, so I don't have any ad blocker or anything on it.
Ooh, yeah.
Might
that would probably do it, honestly.
Yeah, okay. What's next? Fighting Foodons. You gave Fighting Foodons an 8.
Because it's amazing.
I gave it a 9.
You gave it a 9?
I gave it a 9. I was traumatized by so much.
Everything.
I was traumatized by Frenchie Latoast. I was traumatized by the scene where Andrew Reynolds' character got force-fed the lard tube and he got big. It
was encased in the grease.
I really didn't like the grease, man. I don't know. It felt like some child learned something about. I feel like some child learned something about themselves that day, and I don't like knowing that.
No,
I don't like that.
I block that part out of my mind every single time.
For some reason, it feels worse than Totally Spies because that character was drawn like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, no.
It's so bad.
Like in Totally Spies, they're like in like their last year of high school, I think.
Yeah, like they're meant to be like, you know, they clearly don't have child bodies necessarily.
Yeah.
But
oh man.
Oh boy.
I have a tear in my eye remembering that.
Oh man.
Just inherently traumatic.
Okay, your name. You gave an 8, I gave a 9. Why do you think it's not good enough to be a 9?
I don't know. I think a lot of it comes down to voice cast for me, and also like
for the
my
dub version?
engagement with the material. Yeah.
You don't like Mike Center Nicholas?
I mean, I do. It's just, I don't know. I feel like the performances were a little bit lacking for me anyway.
Okay. Nothing really stood out to me, so.
Oh, I guess I just demand more of actors whenever I'm watching a show. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of anime these days, just the dubs don't have the same amount of character behind each person. They all just sound like generic people. And while that might be more realistic, it doesn't add as much.
Yeah, no, but when they breathe into the microphone, they're just like,
yeah.
You just hear them breathing.
There's a lot of breathing in modern anime voice acting. You got a point there.
Yeah. I do. I make points all the time.
I liked watching Your Name in theaters. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was a good experience. We need more anime movies in theaters.
Have to go to the Scarborough Town Center. Oh boy.
Scary.
Get to go out of town to the Scarborough Town Center.
Ooh, fancy.
I mean, not as fancy as when I saw Code Geass and had to go actually downtown Toronto, but like, still. You know, simuldubs. So someone in chat mentioned simuldubs are pretty rushed, and I agree, actually. I saw a panel once at an anime convention where Jerry Jewell was talking about directing dubs, and he was talking about the simuldub culture and how it's such a tight schedule. They do every episode within 2 weeks. There's a 2-week turnaround. I think now it's a 1-week turnaround for some shows.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's like if there's something you do and like you want to do it a certain way, then you really have to get it right the first time. Yeah. There's not a lot of alternative takes made. If someone can't come into work one day for whatever reason, then they have to like recast the character.
Yeah. And it's like they're not given the time to like develop the vision that they want to have.
Yeah, for real. Like the director really has to sit down and like memorize the show like episode by episode. They don't look at it as a whole. Yeah. Where traditionally they would look at it as a whole, right? So they could say, okay, we know where this is going, we know what this character thinks about this is foreshadowing this, so we have to make sure that it's emphasized in the right way. And they would dub like, like 4 episodes at a time. You get the actor or a secondary character comes in for a few hours and they can get lines out for the next 4 episodes. But in this case, it's like you're doing it episode per episode, basically. Because, to my knowledge, they're not getting the full completed batch. Because some of these animes are made super last minute in Japan too, right? So like they can't have every episode ready before they start dubbing, because not every episode is made yet.
Yeah.
So it just it changes the dub process entirely, and it does seem to lower the quality. And I think sometimes they go back in before they release it on DVD and they'll go and like make changes.
Yeah.
Like they'll go and bring in that actor that couldn't go to work on Wednesday for whatever reason, and they bring him back in to redo the lines that someone else already recorded.
Mm-hmm. That sort of thing always makes me think about Lost Universe with like
Yashigani.
the Yashigani episode.
I was talking about Yashigani episodes in a TikTok comment today. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, because someone was posting about, I think it might have been Mother's Basement, posting about how, like, stop complaining about an anime's budget because most anime have the same budget and the only difference is, like, how well they schedule their time and communicate with each other. Like, that's really what determines it, because, you have the same budget, but are your animators maintaining their deadlines? Is the people scheduling it giving a realistic amount of time for each person to be able to complete their task? Things like that. and to cause more problems in the budget, because most anime has the same budget.
Yeah, and I feel bad whenever I think about anime because I always think about Cartoon Buffoon from Kirby Right Back at Ya.
Yeah, that's a good example of a bit more of an extreme version of what making anime can be like.
Yeah, just the frenzy of everything, trying to keep everything in line, trying to keep your deadlines.
And these workers are not paid nearly enough.
Oh, no way.
For what they're doing. Like, the anime industry is huge, but I don't think they make a lot of money because they spend a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty deep. We're talking about Your Name. This is getting pretty deep. Just you wait until we talk about the next one, so change of pace. Black Butler. Seasons 1 and 2. And Book of Atlantic.
Oh my goodness.
You gave Black Butler on this. You gave Black Butler on this a 6.
Yeah, I did.
And yes, you gave Black Butler a 6. And you gave season 2 a 7.
I did.
And I like this a lot, actually.
Really?
And I would like you to maybe elaborate if you could.
Well, whenever I rate an anime on my anime list, I do take into account like specific episodes, specific events, like the acting, the atmosphere, but I mostly think about how I felt when I watched it and not necessarily like retrospectively. And so I think as a viewer in terms of entertainment, Black Butler season 2 was a lot more entertaining. I feel like Alois Trancy is just a crazy villain.
You are correct.
And I think I appreciate that so much because he's so unhinged that it's like you don't know what he's gonna do next.
We love problematic character.
100%.
Yeah.
If they're a little bit crazy and a little bit pathetic, I'm gonna like them more. It's just a fact.
Oh my god, dude, when I was 13, oh man, you probably remember this. When I was 13, man. Oh boy, Alois Trancy?
He was your life.
Might be the first time I simped for an anime character right there. And I specify I was 13 because I was.
Yeah.
I don't normally make it a habit these days to simp for 14-year-old anime characters, but at the age of 13, he was older than me and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't know. In comparison to season 1 was obviously a lot more like darker. It followed much more of like a Sherlock Holmesian sort of murder mystery.
Yeah.
But I think episode 1 was really the peak of Black Butler season 1. And the rest of it just couldn't compare.
Yeah, I agree. I don't remember most of it. I vaguely remember the Jack the Ripper arc.
Yeah.
And that's about it from season 1. Something happened at the end of season 1 too, where they just abandoned the manga entirely at the last minute in order to turn CL into a demon?
Yeah. And then
Black Butler spoilers, I guess, but who cares?
I remember the fire, but I don't remember the consequences of the fire.
Oh, there was a fire again?
Yeah. The London fire.
Oh, yeah.
I think London sets on fire like 3 times in Black Butler.
I mean, in history, it only happened so many times, but it was enough that it's kind of funny.
Yeah, because there was the glass castle that set on fire.
Oh, yeah. What's that called?
I do not remember.
I forget what it's called. It was a major part of Emma, and that's how I remember it.
Oh. I mean, I remember it because it was in the VeggieTales movie.
The Crystal Palace?
Yes.
The Crystal Palace. It was a real place.
Because they had the curry cooking contest.
You're right. Oh, I forgot about those guys.
Yeah.
What's his name? Soma?
Agni.
Soma and Agni?
Yeah.
Forgot about them. Oh man. It's nostalgic.
The sleigh.
Maybe this.
I think those characters were really good, but they were kind of underutilized.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're only there like a few times in the anime.
Yeah, I stopped reading the manga, and I got some spoilers about the manga about like Soma and Agni, and I just don't want to read the manga even more because of that. It seems complicated these days. Seems no fun.
Yeah.
Why is it still ongoing?
It's so long.
Even in Japan, it's the same thing. Looking at a bunch of manga in the store, it feels the same as like going to Chapters and looking at manga in the store because, you know, you're looking around and you see this wall of like all these all these black books with Roman numerals, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the Black Butler section. But it's even
but there's
bigger
also
in Japan because, you know, there's more volumes in Japanese than English because I gotta translate them.
Yeah, but there's also like the black edition of Death Notes that are also
That's true.
in that pile.
I don't know if they have those in Japan, but
Ooh, they should. They're really pretty, but they're kind of hard to read.
yeah. I talked to a lot of people in Japan because my profile picture from my Line account, which is the social media / messaging account in Japan, is Misa Amane. And everyone's always like, oh, do you like Death Note? I own all the Death Note books. And I'm like, does every Japanese person own all the Death Note books?
I mean, I guess.
Like, I don't know. One of them even told me that he liked the live action movie better. And I was like, like Ike Evelyn.
No.
Just like
the live action movies are good though.
They're good for real.
Like,
and they're even dubbed in English. And they're dubbed in English well.
Yeah.
They're just so hard to find.
No, but Ryuk says shit, though, in the dub.
Ryuk says a
and that threw me. Yeah. I was like, what is this?
Maybe they couldn't do that in the anime version because it aired on TV.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
It was one of the first, like, Tsunamis or whatever.
Yeah, but that was the only instance of swearing.
That's so weird.
No, actually. At the beginning, when everybody just drops dead in the first movie, then there's some swearing.
They curse.
Yeah.
They drop dead?
They say like, fuck, and then die.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but when it's Ryuk, Ryuk swearing, it's so scary. I'm like, I don't know why. Maybe it's because of, you know, Nick from Barbie Princess and the Pauper holds such a space in my heart.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce this person in the chat's name correctly, but like, Anzio, don't even get me started on the Netflix one.
Nah.
Don't get me started. I got opinions.
No, I have to say one thing about the Netflix versions.
Mm-hmm.
L, his actor for L, is good.
Yes. The script is bad, the actor is good.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Like, he took what he got, and he showed that he at least watched Death Note, or at least knew something about it.
He looked into it a little bit.
Yeah. I think
he went on to be in Knives Out, so good for him.
Yeah, honestly. He had to be with Daniel Craig.
Yeah. My least favorite James Bond.
Yeah. No.
Nice. I pronounced
I'm remembering when you called him
though.
Slay. I'm remembering when you called him the ugly man.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Netflix said they were going to make a sequel to the Death Note movie. Like, back when it was first coming out, and they never did.
Yeah.
But there was proof of production.
Times.
Yeah. But now they're saying, I'm pretty sure they're making a live-action TV series for Netflix, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's the case.
Is that going to be a Japanese series or like an American series? Like, are we following Light Yagami or Light Turner?
I think they're gonna change it, but they're still gonna make it American. So they're gonna call him like Light Yagami, and they're gonna follow the basic premise more. But yeah, I think it's still gonna be like an American production.
Yeah. Okay. I also heard that Sega's making more movies because I guess Sonic the Hedgehog is really good.
Yeah.
But I heard they're making like Space Channel 5 into a live-action movie.
Really?
Yeah, with the same director as Sonic the Hedgehog.
For real?
Which is so weird to me. Like, why Space Channel 5?
Because it's iconic and legendary and spectacular.
I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. I never read the article, but I saw the headline for it.
The only thing that I'd want from Space Channel 5 if it was a movie is Apollo Smile.
Yeah, can Apollo Smile come back? Yeah, it looks like multiple people are talking about Space Channel 5, like Eurogamer, PC Invasion, Nintendo Life. So yeah, I guess it's happening.
No way.
They're also making a movie for Comic Zone, which is another old Sega game.
Ooh,
But
I've never heard of it.
I want Apollo Smile to come back, even if it's just like a cameo appearance. I want her to like come out of hiding or whatever and just make an appearance.
Oh. I'm reading the chat. Where's the Parappa the Rapper movie to teach kids how to drive? There's an anime for that.
Do they learn how to drive?
I think so. I haven't gotten that far in it.
Oh.
But
No, we
it's
need
a
the
really
live
good
action
show.
theatrical release of Parappa the Rapper, though.
No, we can't. Imagine, like, everyone would be paper thin. It'd be like if they made a Flat Stanley movie.
Didn't they do that?
Did they?
I feel like Flat Stanley is the kind of thing that... We're so off topic. We're talking about Flat Stanley. I'm gonna look up Flat Stanley live action. Okay, I don't think it happened. Although I did hear this article from Hollywood Reporter that says 20th Century Fox has hired Chad Damiani and J.P. Lavin to rewrite the live-action adaptation of the children's classic Flat Stanley, but that was in 2014, so...
Then it's not happening.
I don't think anything came out of that.
It
That'd be
totally
wild.
seems like the thing that would happen, though.
Yeah, where's the Flat Stanley movie? And Flat Stanley is so well known.
Yeah, a cultural
The
icon.
Flat Stanley audiobooks are read by Wayne Grayson.
No. I knew that you would bring that up
Doesn't
as
it make
soon
you,
as I mentioned
doesn't it make
Flat
you want to
Stanley.
reread Flat Stanley, but in his voice?
Not really.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not being shady about it. I don't know. I have a voice in my head for Flat Stanley, and
Oh,
it's
you
not
do?
Wayne Grayson.
You have a
Yeah,
very strong vision of what Flat Stanley has to be.
yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
I said that so seriously. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Like, what? Where'd that come from?
It came from like 6-year-old me.
Oh, I see. So, I also liked Black Butler Season 2 more than Season 1, actually.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I like how they didn't have to worry about if they were true to the manga or not, because they already threw that out the window.
Exactly.
Although, I still dislike Claude Faustus, but I also dislike Sebastian Michaelis, so it's all the same.
If I'm being honest, I kind of like Claude more than Sebastian.
I think I might like Claude more than Sebastian now, too, because all the problems that happened in that season were caused by Sebastian.
Yeah.
Being a greedy asshole.
Like, I gotta say, Claude did nothing wrong.
Claude did nothing
And
wrong.
that's probably gonna bite me in the ass because I
Claude
haven't
did
watched
nothing
it in
wrong.
so
We
long.
rewatched the show and it's like, well, actually, actually he murdered, like, he literally did his demon. But it could be
Yeah.
like, actually, you know what? Black Butler in general is just a hard show to watch, especially when you, as an adult.
Oh,
As a
wait.
child, I didn't notice all the vibes, you know? But, like, as an adult, I'm like, oh boy, Toba Soyana truly is a boys' love author whose editor said to make this one into a regular story.
Yeah.
When the premise
I
was
think-
already made.
I think I just remembered the ending of Black Butler 2.
I don't remember the ending of Black Butler 2.
Claude did do something wrong?
Oh. Oh.
He
Oh.
Do you remember?
No. Okay, we're gonna have a spoiler warning for Black Butler Season 2 while June explains the plot to me, okay?
No, I just remembered, like, the end.
What happened?
In the end, Claude kills Aloys. Like, before he eaten.
Yes, but then he didn't eat him, did he?
No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Because I
And it
thought
was like-
he ended up with... He ended up with his brother.
In heaven.
I thought they were... Oh, maybe.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, like, that was like a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood level.
I never
sort
watched
of like,
Full Metal
oh,
Alchemist.
we're in this spiritual space and we're together once again after being, I don't know, dead. Yeah, but the reason why I remembered it is because I remembered that Claude was really shady about it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was like, wait a minute, he did do something wrong. But no, Claude did nothing wrong. I'm still gonna stand by that.
I mean, he's just doing what he does. Aloy's already agreed to that, so it was consensual.
Yeah. honestly, he's just doing what he has to do as a demon.
Yeah. I am going to check the wiki, though, to see if they have a section on his death.
Yeah, that's what I remember, though. I don't know if it's true or not. I just got a vibe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because like, wasn't the real bad guy like Hannah all along?
Yeah. Because she was like the anti-Hime Mia. She was like the sword lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes my brain works.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about the deep spoilers now. So I'll research this more later.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
How'd you like Book of Atlantic?
I did not like it.
Yeah, you gave it a 6. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't like it because I didn't really feel very strongly about it.
Yeah, it's just like, it happened. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a cool arc within the manga, but you need to have more time for it, because it was the movie version, right? Book of Atlantic was the movie, Book of Circus was the series, and Book of Murder was the OVA.
Yeah.
And, like, Book of Atlantic was so much... It's very... Everything in this manga series is very, like, parody.
Oh, 100%.
So this was Zombies on the Titanic, which, come to think of it, it's kind of how JoJo's Part 1 ended. But, but, you know, they had, like, zombie apocalypse on the Titanic. But it wasn't the Titanic, but it was an unsinkable ship going from England to America. But it was earlier. Titanic was later, I think, historically.
Yeah.
But a lot of foreshadowing happened in that. And it never, they never were able to continue with the foreshadowing because they didn't make any Black Butler adaptations after that. It's kind of weird.
I gotta say, I love zombie apocalypse media.
Yeah?
But I don't know. It was kind of whatever. It's like, you know, you get like your Dead Risings and you get your Shaun of the Deads and you get like the parody zombie apocalypse games and movies.
Yeah.
But this one didn't have a lot to do with the zombies, really.
Yeah, it's more like the zombies were just an obstacle around the actual plot.
Yeah. It's like they passed the zombies in like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, like they were able to make character development for Elizabeth,
which is always nice
because we do love Elizabeth. And I really need to stop my brain from thinking sometimes. But there was also there was a huge character reveal about the Undertaker.
And that went nowhere.
And it went nowhere because we never, even in the manga, like several arcs later, they still hadn't come back to that. And that's all I really cared about. That's why I kept watching it for so long. But I still never got to find out, and I eventually had to give up.
Sad.
No, I'm mad at my brain for wandering because...
I knew what you were thinking.
You know what I was thinking?
I did.
Oh
you
God.
didn't have to say anything. You mentioned Lizzie, and my brain immediately went, oh no.
I was like, Elizabeth! Then her voice popped into my head.
Yeah.
And then I remembered who voiced her. And then I remembered what other wonderful movies she's been in.
Oh, I feel so bad for her whenever I think about those movies.
Fun trivia fact about Jeremy Lee is that she was the lead female star in both of the Shane Dawson movies, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Which is an unfortunate circumstance because those movies are not good. I hope she got paid well, and I'm glad she's doing better things now.
She got paid to kiss Shane Dawson.
Probably not enough, to be honest. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to do that. Oh my god.
You couldn't pay me.
Yeah, it's kind of, it'd be like maybe one of the most gross things possible.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she's doing better.
She went from Shane Dawson movie to Persona 5. Good for her.
What a slay.
Good for her. Playing a big waifu in Persona 5 is probably a lot better. And of course she does like a million other things as well. She's very active in voiceover these days. And has been crazy. Like Black Butler and Hitalia and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's been in like everything. Like
She'll
if you look up anything Funimation,
oh yeah,
she's there.
For sure. We had the same score for Lodos War, so maybe don't have to talk about that one. Lost Universe is a similar score. I moved it down to a 4. You have it at a 5.
No, here's the thing. I kind of liked it. I kind of did. And maybe that's just because I like Rail.
Yeah. I think it was... I like the characters. Well, not all the characters. Even... I'm trying to imagine it without the dub.
Yeah.
And without
you really
the dub...
kind of have to look past it.
Yeah, without the dub, I think... the characters are pretty okay. I still don't like Millie.
Nah, that's fine.
But I liked, Kane and Canal. Now that I know their names.
You didn't know their names?
No, when we looked at it on my stream before, I had to, look up their names.
No way.
I was like, what? Oh, Volfeed. I forgot all that.
Yeah. Honestly, I forget all of the Slayer's lore that's in Lost Universe every time I think about it. I'm just like,
the creator said the lore. The creator said the lore doesn't carry over, but there really is nothing stopping it from carrying over.
Yeah, honestly, I like to think of it as an alternate universe, but it's the same lore elements as Slayer's.
You still think it's all built on the Sea of Chaos with the Lord of Nightmares.
But it's just a different place.
Maybe the same universe, but a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can go with that, yeah.
Or it's a different layer, because Slayers had the layers.
Yeah, they're in the overworld. But the overworld is already touched on in Slayer's Try, and that's considered to be the canon version.
But what if it's the overworld?
Then they wouldn't have Volfeed.
Yeah, that's
It'd be a different one. It's so close from being completely canon compliant, but not close enough. And I'm really still a little mad at Kanzaka about that one.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like if it wasn't as rushed as it ended up being, it could have been really good.
Yeah, I never read the novel version, so maybe the light novels are really good.
Yeah.
But they were just never as popular as Slayer's was.
Mm-hmm. I feel like more people are in tuned with fantasy than sci-fi.
Yeah. Especially
that's sort of changing.
Yeah, especially for the amount of lore that was built around Slayers in fantasy and in magic.
Mm-hmm.
To then not have magic is kind of strange. Slayers is built on the perfect lore for a multiverse, and they just never did it.
Yeah. It's I hate to say it, but it's really wasted potential.
Yeah.
But the potential is there.
Yeah, it could still be utilized. They could still pull up one day and say, yo guys, new series. And it could just be the next plane.
Mm-hmm. So I would love to see a reboot of Lost Universe where it does everything that it tried to do.
Where they make it canon compliant and they make it a decent show at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know. The reason why I have it as a 5 is because there's a lot of potential with it.
Yeah.
And the dub at times can be so bad it's good.
The dub can be very funny. Just not as a binge.
Yeah, if you binge it, the so bad it's good becomes so bad it's annoying.
So bad it's just grating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever Kane says, "That's smart."
Oh, I want to punch him in the face.
At a point, it becomes way too much.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
The script, because the script is so funny. It sounds like all those old-timey words.
Yeah, I have to talk to the scriptwriter. I have to be like, hey, listen here.
I have some questions.
Stop saying that smart. Nobody says that anymore. Unless you're in the Sonic fandom.
I noticed that you gave Mob Psycho 2 an 8, and I gave it a 10.
I
And I don't remember why I liked season 2 more than season 1. At least I don't remember 100% why.
I don't know. I always feel bad saying this because like Mob Psycho can do no wrong. But at the same time, season 2 did wrong to me.
Oh.
I wasn't very engaged with the story in season 2.
I think I liked season 2 more because everything was already established. They could focus more on like what the people are like feeling. Like it was more like based on like people and their development, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I loved the Reagan character development.
Reagan was developed so well in season 2.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like when it comes down to it, I have a really hard time digesting like plot-based episodes that are like dark and heavy all the time.
Yeah.
So that's just like a personal thing. Like I gave it an 8 because it's good. It's like amazing objectively, but to me, it's held back in some ways.
Yeah. So I'm looking now. I gave the Mob Psycho 100 OVA a 7.
I don't remember what I gave the OVA.
But I think I'm gonna put it up to an 8. Like, I don't know why there doesn't have to be such a big gap between the show and the OVA. The OVA was fine. It had some fun Reagan moments. You gave it an 8.
Yeah. Because it was objectively good. It's just, I don't know. It didn't hit me the same as season 1 did.
I'm assuming that you gave Captain Tyler OVA a 7, but the series is 6. I'm assuming you're counting the OVAs the same way that I do, which is like just the movie version.
Yeah, because that's all I saw. I only watched the movie.
Oh, good. Your vision is still pure.
I feel so bad about Captain Tyler.
Don't worry about it, dude.
No, because I wanted to like it.
You did?
I wanted to.
I thought you wanted to hate it.
Badly. No, I wanted to like it. I went in and I'm like, oh, it's something that Amanda talks about so much. And it's like, oh.
So you normally hate everything that I like, though.
I do.
You hated it all these years without watching it.
Yeah. And it's like, part of me always thinks like, oh, if you like it, then it's kind of good. And then I watch it and then I'm like, oh shit, I have to take back every bad thing I said about it. So I like continue with the facade of hating it. Meanwhile, it's like on my list, I scored it like a 10.
Yeah.
But no, with Captain Tyler, I really, really, really wanted to like it.
I mean, your scores aren't bad for it.
Yeah. But I was also being like a little bit generous.
Okay.
I feel so bad about it because it's like, I wanted to love Yamamoto and I wanted to, like the performances of like Crispin Freeman and everybody else,
You didn't
right?
like the voice performances?
I didn't like some of them. Some of them I felt were not the best I've seen.
What about Tony?
Okay, but that's
Tony Salerno?
Tony. Okay? Like,
I thought you would like it because Tony Salerno did the direction and like half the additional voices.
Of course. No, but I'm saying that like from some of the actors, like especially Crispin Freeman, I don't know why I hold him to such a high standard.
You should watch RG Vita.
No.
Lower that standard a little bit.
I don't want to, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I watch Utena and I hear Toga and it's like I watch the Cat movie and I hear Campanella, right?
Yeah.
And it's like these highbrow acting performances. And then when he plays a goofy character, it doesn't really translate the same to me.
Okay. That's fair. You're used to certain typecasts.
Yeah. Oh, but Tony Slade.
No, I liked everyone in that. Like, Rachel Lillis did really good in that. Although I guess that is her typecast a bit more close. Lisa Ortiz was... I like Lisa Ortiz a lot as Azaleen. And she is a good fit for the other two characters she played as well, but I think that having them all in the same series just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Veronica Taylor did really well.
She did so great. I love getting to hear her voice not like pitched up super high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she was much more mature. Because her character was much more mature.
Yeah, she sounded like a badass.
It's Slade. And me, like, me at the beginning saying, like, oh, I thought the voice performances were, like, not the best. He's like, Veronica Taylor, Slade. Oh my gosh.
Like,
I bow to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it just hurt me that I didn't like it.
See, I would love a continuation of the series to see how it develops, like, the rest of the story. I think the movie's a perfect ending for it, so I kind of don't want them to continue it for that reason. But if they could continue it the way that the original novel continued it, that would be worth watching. But 100%. They didn't do that. They made a shitty 5-minute short comedy series about different characters and called it the same thing and forced it in the same universe and kind of spat on the legacy.
Yeah, the Yamamoto robot really killed me.
Yeah, I was like, you just named him Yamamoto because there was a character named Yamamoto in the original. Like it's not even...
Yeah. Like, Yamamoto's such a dynamic character that it's really weird to think of him as just being, reborn as a robot.
Yeah, for real.
He was way too human.
He had so much character development.
Oh, 100%.
And he's probably one of the most vulnerable characters in the whole series because he really hides nothing.
Yeah.
This man has no secrets. Every bit of character development that happens to him happens in such a public setting.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows everything about him.
Yeah.
But I think
that's why...
Yeah, why what?
That's why I like him a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Because he's a human character.
Yeah, and he's so exposed to everybody else, but he still has, like, this facade of, like, I'm better than you.
Yeah, exactly. He still thinks he's, like, the perfect soldier, but it's like... Hold up a minute.
Everybody saw you get blown up. Don't lie. Everybody saw you get possessed.
Yeah, exactly. It's shown off so well in the movie, too, when he literally gives a whole speech about, like, what it is to be a real man and how a soldier is never afraid. And then they're, like, you know, gonna be executed and they pick him to go first. He starts, like, crying and screaming.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. Like, maybe all that you said there, you're not putting into practice.
Yeah. And maybe it's just because I like it when male characters are pathetic.
We love pathetic men.
We do. We love pathetic men. It was just a slay. But I felt so bad.
This discussion started as why you didn't like it, and it ended with everything that was good about it.
Yeah, because it's like, those are the reasons, like, why I wanted to like it, because those pieces were there.
Yeah.
But it's just, they weren't there all the time.
I see.
I love moments were few. Dome was very pretty.
I like Dome's personality. I like his character development. I like his voice actor. I like how he looks.
Oh, his voiceover was amazing.
I like his character development. I love the episode where they play like the entire William Tell overture.
I mean, I thought that was a bit much.
No, I love that one, man. They don't say anything, but you can feel all the vibes. It's such a powerful episode. I can't watch it when I want to relax because I get so into it.
Yeah, but for me, it's like, if I want a character like Captain Dome, I'd play Ace Attorney and look at Miles Edgeworth.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And the colors, his hair color is the same as Edgeworth's jacket. Like,
yeah, it's similar. I like Dome's hair color more. It's a bit purplier.
Yeah. The art style was really interesting in Tyler.
I really liked it.
And the way that they shade hair.
Yeah. I like that.
That's
it was
cool.
the early 90s, so you can still see it's an 80s art style with a 90s polish.
Yeah.
And I love seeing that too. But yeah, I think the reason they're scared to remake Captain Tyler, even when it had all of this buzz around the anniversary, and when they they made the English Blu-ray came out and it was a really big deal, and I'm seeing people even selling the English Blu-ray on Japanese sites. And I'm seeing, there was like a lot of hype around the time for the anniversary when they made Galaxy Tyler, and everyone was so excited for it. I think they're afraid to make more Captain Tyler because Tyler's Japanese voice actor passed away.
Yes.
And I think because of that reason, it's unlikely we'll see more of it. At least anytime soon. Which is unfortunate because I would like the return of the dub cast.
100%.
But, like, if Crispin Freeman wasn't there, I don't know if I could watch it. So I understand where, like, maybe the Japanese people are coming from when they say we don't want to make more of it without the original actor.
Yeah. I think the actor that I would be most afraid of if, like, they couldn't come back at all is Dome.
Yeah, he still does some voice acting, I think.
Yeah, but I'm like,
he was in that weird
hear...
movie with the aliens.
Don't talk to me about that weird movie with the aliens, please.
He was in that weird children's movie with the aliens. I don't remember the name of it, sorry.
It was like... But... I don't even remember the name of that. It was so scary.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, see, someone in the chat has to go because it's 2 a.m. and they still gotta watch Nora and California Crisis.
Oh my gosh, good night. Have fun watching those.
I hope you enjoy them because they're pretty interesting pieces of history, I think.
Update us on Nora, please.
Yes. I will be waiting the scores you give them. We're like not even halfway done this list and we've been streaming for a while, so I'm gonna go through to highlight some of the important ones.
Yeah.
This is why we need to podcast this kind of thing.
Yeah, we really do. Okay, Slayers.
Yeah, for sure,
we both gave 10 out of 10.
Find everything. Watch my content. No, but actually, I think I'm really interested in like the history of anime and the history of anime dubs, so seeing other people actually care about what I'm saying is really nice. Okay, so what do you want to talk about, June?
Slayers.
I talk about Slayers? Ah, okay. I'm gonna see what you rated everything.
I rated Slayer season 1 a 10.
Yep, me too.
Because it deserves it. It's perfect.
Yep. We have the same ratings for Slayers, Next, and Try.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We have different ratings.
Slayers Revolution.
I am more forgiving to Revolution and Evolution are.
Yeah.
I still view them as significantly not as good as the originals.
Mm-hmm.
But I still see some merit to them.
Yeah, I mean, Scotty Ray's there.
I was gonna say they had Scotty Ray, so that's something.
And they replaced Zoppy.
They did, and that's great too.
Yeah, they gave him a different actor. They gave Phil a different actor.
Yes.
It was really refreshing to see. I don't know why.
I miss Phil's original actor, who was only there. Who was only there pre-hiatus.
Yeah. I hate to say it, I kind of miss all of the pre-hiatus Slayers characters. Like, their actors. I kind of miss them. I want to see what they would have done.
I know a lot of the pre-hiatus actors in Slayers, I believe, do, like, additional voices in some other projects from the same time period.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely hear pre-hiatus Amelia in Here's Greenwood.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to suss out some credited names, some voice textures to try to see if I can place them in other places where they might not be credited the same.
Voice textures?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I want to be able to say, is this person the same as this person, even if they're doing a different voice? You know, you gotta find the linking thread between.
Yeah, I mean, I guess last time I did mention voice textures in the chat because I was talking about J. David Bremer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know why I was so shocked when you said it. I was like, what?
It's like voice quality, like voice...
timbre.
Yeah, you know, you're just looking for those kinds of things. To find out if it's the same person. I want to go back and watch even some Slayers post-hiatus with characters like Eris.
Yeah.
Like, who voiced Eris? And why does she sound so familiar to me?
Yeah, it's like...
And why do I have a couple leads already that I'm looking into?
I don't know why, but Eris She gave me the redhead from Lotus War vibes.
I will look into that as well.
Yeah, I don't know why. Last time I watched Lotus War, I was like,
I know
they
what you
sound
mean.
kind of similar.
Yeah, okay.
But maybe it's just the character design being very similar in terms of like hair.
And they're introduced with like a similar attitude. Like they're like the Lotus War character is introduced antagonistic.
Yeah.
And they're both in a similar position with their companion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some overlap. But I don't know. I don't think Evolution R and Revolution were like that much worse. I know a big pet peeve is that it messes with the timeline, but the anime did that already.
Yeah.
Slayer's Try is completely anime exclusive. Whereas most other series in Slayers take bits and pieces from different books and combine them together to make a new storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just put everything out of order. The only part that actually follows the book is the first half of the first season. Is the same as book 1.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which shows if they ever wanted to animate the rest of Slayers, they could do it very consistently at one book per about 10 episodes. They wanted to continue doing that, because there are several more volumes. But like Volume 2 of Slayers was adapted into Season 2, Part 1, but they mixed in a bunch of other elements, got rid of some other characters, shortened it down, got rid of the good part of it, and used the same basic conflict. It almost feels like, actually, the same campaign, but a different party.
Yeah.
So, like, things unraveled differently, and there were some different elements to it. Maybe the same premise. But then the characters went and did something that the campaign writer wasn't quite expecting.
The DM couldn't handle it. They had to
DM
rewrite
wasn't prepared
it.
and had to rewrite it on the spot, and that's why there are these magical little cotton candy slime-looking demons in the town, because they didn't know what else to do and they just panicked.
Yeah.
They're like, if they're not gonna find the conflict, we gotta make the conflict relevant.
Yeah, we gotta make it extra clear that there is a conflict going on here.
We gotta put it right in their face. So, they changed it a bit.
But with Slayer's Evolution R and Revolution, I rated them so low because they made me so angry.
Yeah. I want to know what part made you the most angry.
Oh my gosh. I know that a lot of it made me upset. I think the most glaring issue was just the Sword of Light being there.
Ooh, I forgot about that, and I really didn't like it.
Pagoda?
See, I don't know how they did it in the book, but the same thing happened in the book, apparently.
Yeah,
with,
I heard that.
Gowry losing possession of the Sword of Light, and they do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My biggest pet peeve about it is that they had some gadget kid invent one.
Yeah, like, that was a bit much.
I could imagine maybe if a sorcerer could invent one.
Yeah, or like,
maybe
or like
someone
a monster.
maybe someone with the same caliber as Lena, but who specializes in a more craftsman-y thing. Because not many people have knowledge of the Sword of Light's true power source.
Mm-hmm.
But like, maybe they could have done something like that?
Yeah, or like it could have been like a Mazoku.
Yeah, like maybe Mazoku created it.
Mm-hmm.
But
like Zelos thought, man, wouldn't that be a fun, cheeky little project?
Yeah, for real. Like maybe it'd be fun. But yeah.
I just remember like watching the show and being angry and being like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
And that translated to a 5.
It's really funny to watch it too, because this also happened. This happened a lot in Slayer's Try as well, and it continued on into Evolution R, which is that Gowry didn't do anything.
Yes.
Gowry became completely irrelevant. He's there for no reason.
Gowry was there to put in his 2 cents, like he didn't have a brain, and then that was it.
Yeah, they really just said, oh, what if the stupid guy said the stupid thing? But it wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing about the funny guy is he doesn't even say the funny thing.
Why did we go for the same joke?
We need to stop referencing YouTube poops on stream.
Nah, but that YouTube poop is really good. What? Wait.
That's a reference to a Kirby right back at you YouTube poop. It's a pretty intense one as well.
Hold on, I have to name drop it.
You're gonna pull it up?
Yeah, I will.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh. I don't know where it is. It's like DDD touches Dr. Robot's something.
You know what? I don't want to know anymore. You can maybe...
I'll find it and I'll link it in chat.
Link
or
it
I'll
in the
put it
comments.
in the comments.
Put it in the comments after the stream, because we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But... yeah. Because the same thing happened in Slayer's Try, where Gowry didn't have a Sword of Light for a while.
And then he was suddenly useless.
Yeah, like he was just there.
It's like he can use a regular sword.
Yeah, but they're always fighting beings that cannot be hurt with regular sword.
Yeah, which I think is a little bit messed up.
Yeah.
Just because it's like there has to be something.
It's
like
just
some evil henchman.
It's just Gowry's personality was completely reduced by that point to absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
He was just brain dead. As his character personality trait.
Terminal.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Gowry was really wasted potential because he was really smart in the first season.
Yeah. Okay, see you next time, Sleepy Agent. Next time we're playing Mario Kart, so you should all play Mario Kart, I think.
Yeah.
But
and I think we should wrap up stream.
Because it is getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late for me.
Yep. It's getting late for me too. I still want to go shopping before going out for dinner. But, yeah. So, justice for Gowry. That's what I'm...
Yeah, Gowry needs justice.
He has so much justice in the book. I haven't read too many books. I hope his personality doesn't disappear in that too.
Yeah.
Would kind of suck.
But yeah, I'll be hopping off VC now.
And I'll be ending the stream now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. She's gone. Let's talk shit about her. Nah, just kidding. She'll hear on the delay. She's gonna turn the stream back on and that's the first thing she's gonna hear. Oh no. Okay, well... I guess that's it from me. Surprisingly good stream today. So, I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I think June heard that. Okay. Surprisingly good stream today. I'm happy it went so well. I believe this concludes, at least for now, going into MyAnimeList. If in the future we have a larger viewer base, perhaps we will go through and do some more compares, some more debates, perhaps. Could be fun. But for now, that's all I got. So, I'll see you guys on Friday night EST, Saturday morning JST. I'll see you for some Mario Kart. There will be more information about that on my Twitter, so follow my Twitter. The stream will also be scheduled here on YouTube, so follow my YouTube, get notifications, set reminders for all my streams when I schedule them, if I remember to schedule them sooner than 5 minutes before they start. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go now. So, bye!